We're the next thing we'll do, Gary. Where's a good mark for this?
Right in the center. Perfect, right there.
So I'll look at you. Or that. But I mean, I'll look at that. When are you ready?
Now, whenever you want to go.
All right, guys. I think we're ready to finally get started, guys. So first of all, welcome to this, Justin Turner. We can thank him for coming up with this idea. So the idea here, Justin had a great idea, but we're doing a 5-on-5 tournament, obviously. So, but just to explain to everybody else, this is a team format, and this is going to be kind of a trial run, even though we've got everything worked out. But it's just so we can bring this on a bigger scale at some point, right? So luckily, you guys are here, competing and participating in the first 5-on-5 tournament. Again, thanks to Justin for doing this for us. We're raising a lot of money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So we're already over $1,000, which is pretty awesome for a small scale thing, really just supported by our team members, right? So that's pretty awesome. So congratulations on that, guys. I appreciate that. I also want to thank one of our sponsors, which is the House Huddle, which is handcrafted attire from West Virginia's capital. So without all these things, this couldn't be possible. So I really appreciate that. Also, I want to bring this up before we get started. Let's everybody try to kick Ethan's ass here. In a fun way. So Ethan has come up with a deal that he will donate some money. I won't even say how much money, but it's a lot of money if Justin Turner beats him by wrist lock. So basically what Ethan is saying is none of you guys are good enough to beat him.
Whoa.
Well, not anybody. Just 5 people. Just those 5. He feels pretty confident that he will F up those 5 people. So let me go through this. See, he says, Justin, if you wrist lock him, he will give $1,000 to the American Suicide Foundation. Or Tyler May with his patented arm triangle. All right, there we go. Or Dylan with the rear naked choke. That's pretty fucking easy. Good job. Josh with the triangle. And Nikki with a heel hook. Right? So let's keep an eye on that. Let's everybody root for the demise of Ethan so that he loses all his money and he helps people. So that's very important, right? Yeah.
No big pour, but
so let's talk about the 5 teams here. We've got Bobcat MMA from the Plains, Ohio. Congratulations, Bobcat MMA. Gary, would you like to introduce your members?
Yeah. Okay. Over here we got Josh Esky, Brian Gupta, got Mark Hatlin, Weston Counts, and Jeremy Kennard. And these guys are from my gym. These guys are from my gym in Plains, Ohio, outside of Athens. A couple of guys I've got from Ohio University MMA Club. Other guys I've trained with in the past and came with me when I started my own place. And so I can't be more proud of having these guys compete for me. We're excited. Thank you, boss.
All right, next up is Apex Jiu-Jitsu from Virginia. Would you like to introduce your guys?
We got this guy, Nelson. All right. And,
Tony, you look beautiful, buddy.
A lot of you guys know Lance. We got SJ, Joey, Josh, and we brought this guy over too.
Yeah, there you go. All right, next team up is Butch Hiles Jiu-Jitsu from Charleston, West Virginia. Justin, would you like to introduce your team?
Yeah. We got Nikki Two Stripes. We got Tyler Thor, Josh the Berserker, and Dylan the Architect coming in. I just made that up right on the fly already.
All right, last but not least, Bluefield Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu from Bluefield, West Virginia. Anybody? Devin, you're on the spot.
All right, we got John, we got Jed, we got Josh, and I could do a better job of introducing Ethan than you did.
Yeah.
So, think we got the general concept. Now, let's introduce Justin to kind of go through our rules here real quick.
All right, rules. Standard West Virginia Go Advanced rule set. Submission only. Heel hooks are allowed. Neck cranks are allowed. Twisters are allowed. Couple things. Give me Tyler and Dylan, come here for a second. Triangle Tyler from the bottom. Tyler, throw him up in the air like a power bomb. If this happens, the ref will stop. Let go. We reset standing. Okay? Not be doing that. Try not to poke anybody on their heads when you're slamming them. How the 5v5 goes, let's say, come here, Ethan. Come in and I hit Ethan with that $1,000 wrist lock, however, I'm not going to show it. Ethan goes out, the next teammate can come in, let's say it's Dylan, Dylan would come in.
Make it funny.
Oh man, that's not
If I catch Dylan, he's out, the next teammate can come in and be Josh, but if Josh beats me, then I'm out. So, when all 5 team members are out, that's it, the team's eliminated. If there's a draw, you're both out. If everybody draws, it goes into West Virginia Go point system. You pick one guy, they pick one guy, and that's it. So that's sudden death. Any questions?
Sudden death on points or submission?
On points. It's points then.
So, what if you, like...
Well, I mean, there'll be like 5 minutes left, but that meant not sudden death, I guess.
So what happens, like, if, say, 2 people get eliminated, but your team advances, do they come back in the next round, or you just go for 3?
Oh, you can keep your team in the next round.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
get eliminated, then we come back?
yeah, yeah. So what else is going on is like the team captains. We got chips up here, so we're going to know who's going to face who by your chip. The 2 red chips will fight each other first, and then the 2 blue chips will fight each other. And then I'll give you a piece of paper. You write down your lineup, like who's going first, second, third, fourth, fifth. They do. Neither team knows. And then when we line up with each other, we have the lineups. Any other questions? Very good.
I think we're ready.
All right, let's get the chips out. Oh, before that. By the way,
What is on the line?
on the line, winning team gets the strap for a year or 6 months or whenever we do this again. Taking this bad boy home. I won it. All right. Can we get all the team captains up?
We're gonna be
All right, team captains, let's get ready.
I didn't want to because I got too much stuff in here. Stream and bouncing through all this stuff.
Let the guests go first.
How many people are watching right now? Here? 23? Oh, okay.
We got.
And so, like you can see, it's a little behind.
Oh, he's hiding it.
Right. So there's
Oh, they're all hiding.
Suspense for all viewers.
I've seen it.
All right, all at one time.
Blue.
All the shoes on that, Gary, it looks like an etiquette protocol violation
Blue
already.
versus blue.
Shoes on that.
First blue, red versus red.
I actually like these matchups the way they happen.
Who's going against who?
So it'll be
Bluefield and Charleston, Apex and Bobcat.
Which teams are going to be up first?
All right, guys, so.
We got a
Who's gonna go
coin?
first, Justin? Blue versus blue, red versus red?
Does anybody got a coin? We'll flip it.
Come on, all you rich people.
There you go. Here we go.
It's the same on both sides.
We go, heads.
Heads is blue teams. Yeah.
Okay.
just recovering.
Heads is blue, tails is red.
I gave my emergency 20 to charity.
All right, what do we got here?
Don't carry cash.
This is a tails.
Reds are going.
Reds are going, guys.
So what 2 teams were reds?
Apex and
Apex and Bobcat.
Where's the lineup?
I need a piece of paper.
So guys,
Need a pen? Hey Josh, I got it.
I
got another pen. I got it.
But yeah, man, I still got.
So another special thing, guys, is you guys pick the lineups. It's kind of a secret pick.
Around kind of normal. And then about 6 months before I can start lightly training.
So this is a strategic part as well.
ACL, and they had to take off a part of my meniscus. So.
No idea.
Yeah. Hey, Jeremy, I just got one question.
That's what I had to get fixed with my meniscus. My ACL.
You want to go first or last?
I don't really care. Whoever goes
I
first.
haven't seen one before like that for a while. Yeah, they had to go in and, I don't know, he tried to explain it to her. Now, he didn't say he took any part of it out.
I'll line them up where they're facing each other.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
1, 2, and 2, 3, and 3, 4,
Mine
4, 5,
wasn't like
5.
Okay.
super torn.
Gotcha.
So it just had like a little tear, like some fray, so they just shaved that off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, matter of fact, they might have shaved it. You're right. They might have said, he might have said something about had to shave pieces that were like frayed.
Right, they're just like and just like when I was rolling with it all jacked up, there would be certain times where I would like go from like a bent knee to a straight knee, and I would feel stuff pinches inside. So it's probably my ACL or my meniscus that were getting my time. I mean, better than I was a week ago, and yesterday. Yeah, I just keep
I'm going to announce
getting
the teams
better.
real quick, guys. So this is how they did the lineup. So there's a lot of strategy involved in this. Who goes first?
A lot of anime.
Right? So let's announce what they got. We got Joey versus Jeremy.
Joey,
Let's line up together, guys, so you can look badass, right? SJ versus Brian Gupta.
Then there's just like weird
All right. Lance versus Mark Heflin.
I wish you wouldn't hurt, man.
Nelson versus Josh
Confidence level will be
Heskey.
up here.
And Josh versus Weston Counts.
Well, this one's
Good job, guys.
I thought it was going to be showcase.
All right, let's get to match number 1 up, which is Jeremy and
I thought they were
Joey.
they are.
It's 8 minutes, guys.
I always thought the
Agreed, Gary.
All right, who's starting the clock for me? Anybody?
I'd have to divide that into 4s if I was rolling.
All right,
You ready?
hands, guys. And go.
what's the time?
So we got 8 minutes, guys. Wait. Commentary, right into leg locks.
This is a high pace.
That's pretty good.
It looks like we got a size mismatch, Gary.
Yeah, and this is what you get when you have it's a blind draw, right? You don't know what the other team is doing, so you first guy's there to kind of set up the pace.
Looks like he's setting
He's
up
getting
a
on
arm
the other
triangle.
side of his body. He's just got
Needs to try and bridge and punch that arm back through.
This is
Nice. So now we get a 1 minute break. He gets a 1 minute break now.
I've lost the timer already.
All right, the 1 minute break. Good job, guys. Well done. Good job, guys.
Is it here? Is it there? Are you looking for a remote? He's looking for the remote.
Yeah, he does that same shoulder crunch that.
So it'll be,
Like that. Went into the legs real well.
oh, that's true.
A lot of the people on your team are pretty green, right?
Yeah. Well, not a lot of competition experience. Some wrestlers, but yeah, everybody's fairly new. There's a couple guys that've been around for a little bit, but
Nice. No, I've definitely seen some of the people. Some of the people are completely new faces. So I was like, oh, okay. Like I didn't see the guy that just competed, and I haven't seen this guy before.
the nice thing about it being an affiliate
Hey, he's giving tickets down here if you parked over here. Oh, that's me. Oh.
it's not us.
Not it.
It's like takedowns are not an option so far, Gary. Everybody is just sitting down. What exactly was that, Gary?
So he was trying to front roll over, which is one of those things that I play with every once in a while. Monkey see, monkey do kind of thing.
I hear you. Oh. Now this guy that's sitting down, what's the guy on top trying to do?
So we're really looking for an angle to pass, right? He's seen that. I think he's seen that the leg lock game is something that he plays with, and so he's trying to avoid that a little bit. Nice hip pressure in. He brought him in the guard. He's got to worry about that triangle. He gets his arm back now.
I mean, as long as he's in this position, it'll be hard to enter into the leg. But,
Nice Kimura bump sweep there.
Yeah, very good sweep. He's going to have to be
And lots of time here.
Now in a lot of trouble.
So this
He's
is
a much bigger guy.
Yeah, it's hard when you got a bigger guy mounted on top. So he really needs to try and conserve as much energy as possible. It's real easy for one guy right now.
Right. Apply pressure. Wait for a mistake.
That's right.
6 to go.
That's what I try to teach the kids in our kids class. They all work on a sit up and
Yeah.
I'm like, stay heavy, wait for a mistake. People don't like to be pressured.
He's doing a good job keeping his feet tucked underneath his hips, so it makes it hard for him to fight back with his feet. And it's just, oh man, same thing.
Loves that arm triangle. Nice.
The whole world's watching. Good job. Another minute break. Looks like Apex put a ringer in there, #1. What's up with that? What's that good comedian guy?
Put me on the spot, man. Can't put my speed.
He's been coming up with his bits.
No, we're doing it again?
Walk around the house.
But you won't get next time.
Yeah, they definitely started off with a strong guy.
Became heavy.
Beginning there, for sure. Their whole team looks strong. They look like they got a really nice, experienced lineup.
Everybody over there at Apex is tough competitors, so they're going to be a tough out for anybody.
Give you every ounce you can get, buddy. Got to slow the move, Tyler.
I'm a leg lock guy now.
All right, and go. All right, match #3 underway, guys. So far, so good. That's
Right,
great.
big man sits down again. Why is he sitting down, Gary, instead of
There was a nice leg drag.
Just needed to stay up.
Yeah.
But keeps that leg tucked in, keeps the pressure on that.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like a WWE.
Setting back up, looking breaking back down, yeah. He's climbing that guard up to keep his posture broke down. It's not really a rubber guard, but it's kind of like a semi-quasi rubber guard with the arm over the shoulder holding him down like that.
Yeah, it's hard to see what's 100% going on at this angle. There we go. Yeah, I would be knocking out post.
1 minute down, 1 minute down, guys.
Every time they widen that base, he's looking to sweep. He's just trying to time it.
He can feel it.
also fixing his hair?
Yeah. When hair is that good looking,
Photogenic guy.
yeah.
You gotta,
I would-
make
I
sure
would
you look
fix it
good
in
for
the
the
middle.
camera.
Yes.
Correct.
Good. Good job, guys. Good job. Good.
Looking, attack the arm now.
Yeah, the 2-on-1.
Yeah, that's good stuff. And really, that's, you know,
I
for,
think he's
for
going to get out of how long his legs are. He's going to
looking for the triangle now.
Oh, and under the leg.
I think he's
In
got
trouble
enough
now.
breathing room. He's got to worry about the armbar more than the triangle, I think, right now.
I think you're right.
I think the armbar is more prevalent right now.
Some heavy breathing.
You can
out
still
there,
hear him
Gary.
breathing. So.
I think he'll finish him if he's patient.
Good job, backwards feet.
Let go of that underhook, Joey, and grab head with both hands. Lift your hips. Hips up.
Now the elbow's starting to clear. There's the, yeah.
Good job, guys.
break
1
after
minute
that
break.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's still a 1 minute break.
No.
The timeout doesn't change.
Yeah, that's the thing. You'll see him start to get more and more fatigued, and it looks like a lot of your all-speeder players are starting to come into the game as well. So
It's Team Thick Boy from here on out. This is kind of commentary I like to hear. Yeah.
What I'd like to know, Gary, is how much hair gel do you think he needs to keep his hair in place? Rolling in jiu-jitsu.
I think he's just naturally that sexy.
Right.
I think that's what's happening.
how his hair looks.
He also has a nice full beard as well.
I think, you know, really this is probably a good opening because him getting a lot of camera time is probably going to get us some ladies viewing, so that's nice.
Right.
So
He's too tired to care right now.
Reminds me of that George Clooney movie. He was a Dapper Dan man.
All right, still starting off on the.
he definitely
seating
likes
guard.
choosing down.
Let's.
This is, now, I will say, Josh is not a guy you want in side control.
I could imagine that.
It's like
Like the
Finally got
open half butterfly going on. Now
like-
we're back into full guard.
the guy with the fancy hair is finally at a weight disadvantage.
Yeah.
He might be prettier than me. Taylor.
Josh,
Play a little different.
hands.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Get your head in there and onto your toes. Off your knees, Josh. Off your knees, bud. Gotta get off your knees, Josh. Ankle right here.
Get those legs off the ground. Get him flat on his back.
Yeah.
I think that would probably be your best strategy here.
Put the press to him, Josh.
I think definitely from an energy standpoint, doing this open guard with the frames is probably a better idea,
Yeah.
especially against an opponent this much
It's
bigger.
that much bigger. You definitely want stronger frames in front of you.
Press down on the knee.
2 minutes down, guys. Good job. 2 minutes down.
You can always create space and back away.
I would actually be a fan of the Hawk smash technique right now, Gary.
Absolutely. So, and this is, it's hard to play guard against big guys because you can't, it's hard to.
Can't lock his
You
feet,
can't lock
right?
lock
His
those
other
feet.
opponents, yeah, he was. In fact, it was going to be so hard to get his
Like
feet
even right now,
unbroken.
there's a lot of pressure on those legs, and so it pops open immediately.
Just as soon as he postures in.
Knee slide straight down.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
getting inside.
Still a little
That's
too
what
much posture on the pack. He needs to pass. I like to, whenever I talk about passing, I like to pass in two directions, right? Either forward and to the left or forward and to the right.
3 minutes down, guys. 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Good job. 5 to go.
Cardio is starting to hit your.
Still got 5 minutes left in this round.
What escapes do the big man have here?
Well,
That's the thing. It's going to be hard.
big guys are hard to keep mounted because they're, one, he's short, powerful arms. He's kind of built like a fire hydrant.
There he goes.
Gotta go, baby.
Put the
weight on.
Being 145, 150 pounds myself, I know this for a fact.
Butterfly
On your
whip,
toes. Gotta get on your toes. Head down.
maybe start using his elbow to kind of clear that. But I think with that guy going through, this being his 4th round now, and
Halfway there, guys. Halfway.
If he draws them, they're both out.
Yeah, if there's a draw, then both these guys are out for them, and the next 2 guys will come in.
gotcha. Interessante. So that might just be a strategy in itself. To
Yeah,
just
if you're tired, if you don't think you're going to get the submission,
On your toes. On your toes, Josh.
so nice gather of the head. He's going to create shoulder pressure,
Forward in.
trying to stay hip to hip here.
Where the Hulk
He does need to, he's a big guy, so he doesn't want to be swept over the top.
Keep pouring.
It is a lot of weight to move over the top, though.
Yeah.
To do that Heisman sweep.
You let them rest. You let them
I
rest.
think he'll be too heavy,
Right now, he does have a frame in, which that's going to help a little bit.
keeping the pressure off.
Oh, now he circled over. The elbow's trapped behind the knee.
Good side control.
Let's see.
So with the arm trap there, nice shrimp escape.
Wow.
That was pretty.
That was, yeah, that was a good escape for sure.
Pop up, Josh. Pop up.
Good match, guys. Longest match so far. Good job, guys.
3 minutes in,
A
Josh.
little over 3 minutes left in this match.
Some heavy breathing going on, Gary. I think all we need now is some music to go with it.
Back control.
Good roll. Good roll.
Just range, you're good. You're fine.
Oh, hey, guys. Get some plug the clock behind you.
What happened?
Keep going. We're about 2:30.
Clock's still off.
We're about 2:30.
Yeah, if you.
Knees replaced and it comes out easy.
Keep going, guys. Keep going.
Cut about 20 off that.
20 seconds?
Yeah.
20 left, Josh, you're good.
On your feet, Josh.
Think
There you go.
the cross
Or
collar
left and move. Small
I
move.
think so. Cross collar might be a good option.
bow and arrow?
Loop chokes.
Good job, Josh. 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes.
On your toes. You got it. You got it.
Good match, guys. Good job. 2 minutes left, guys. Guys, behind you. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Get the weight on that top knee, Josh. Weight on the top knee.
Keep going, guys. Just gotta move whatever you're shooting.
Good, Josh, range.
We need a second clock.
Minute and a half left,
Second
guys.
timer.
Minute and a half.
Up on your toes. Up on your toes. You can make the move.
Ron, you want to set an official thing at a minute and a half? Yeah, that's 20 seconds.
Andre.
Come on, Josh. Good. About a minute 20.
Good job, guys.
So staying down, kind of prone like that, he does have to worry about the guillotine.
Yeah,
Last
definitely.
minute, guys.
Going
Last
for
minute.
that.
Come on, Josh.
Yeah.
But it seems like he's usually using it to start attacking the back and get
In
the
the battle,
turtle
guys.
rather
Good job.
than.
Less than a minute.
Now we're inside of a minute. These guys, if they want to stay in, they need to go ahead and try and start looking for those submissions, try and get to a position.
There you go.
You don't want to do anything to get submitted in the process, but it's time to start hunting.
Yeah, for
Brush
sure.
your knees.
Use your weight.
Gotta get on your toes, baby. Gotta get on your toes.
30 seconds,
Yeah, I'm very
guys.
impressed with Apex. I'm doing
Watch your neck, watch your neck, watch your neck.
20 seconds.
20, let's go.
Drop base. Drop, Josh.
Kick it to the turn.
Yeah, it really is. Those rolls are
15
sweet.
seconds.
Those rolls are
Your
back
elbows
rolls he's
down,
got.
elbows in.
10 seconds.
Just ride it out, Joey. Just ride it out.
Yeah, just ride it out.
8,
Work, work, Josh. Don't work. Don't stop.
Five.
Work, baby, work, work.
4, 3,
Bump, hip, bump,
2,
hip, bump, hip.
1. Time.
Now you clear out. Clear out.
So he's got to beat all 4 to win.
Yeah, he's just got to do what Joey did.
That's what just happened.
Yeah.
Nothing to it but to do it.
Nothing to it but to do it.
I think the competitor from Apex is tired.
All right, because of
I
that,
actually see a
guys,
few hairs
because
out
they
of
finished
place.
to the side. Both guys are out. Next one up. All right. And as Justin says, the next guy's got to beat everybody. That's you.
Weston, and I'm sorry, what's the other guy's name? Jay? SJ. Weston and SJ from Apex.
All right. Good job, guys. Awesome work.
Go head position. Head position.
So I don't know anything about SJ. Looks like he's looking for a good shot there.
Yeah, definitely has.
Using
seems to have some
level
decent
changes,
wrestling.
snap down.
It's interesting to see both people engaging on the feet as well.
Right.
Definitely a change up in style. Somebody going for a takedown instead of sitting down.
Yes.
Right. You know, I would say this is a lot of the things, you know, we as jiu-jitsu people don't work on enough. This aspect of the rolling and competing. And again, this is how I hurt myself too.
Exactly. That was the point I was going to bring up. It's been my experience that when most injuries come from practicing the takedowns.
Yeah,
So,
just weight like falling, right? Like uncontrolled, especially, and you know, you're definitely this would be tough. So will the order stay the same into the next round?
So in the finals, no, they can choose a different order.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, if they want to switch up the order, they can
So,
put.
like, they
if
can
they
put
happen
these
to
two on
get
the
through,
back end
yes,
because
give them
they're
extra
charged,
rest, right?
Okay. So, yeah, definitely.
Look for events now, Wes.
What would you say we can expect from Wes here?
So Weston, he's actually pretty defensive. So this really doesn't really play into his.
oh, that was
It's a nice takedown there.
takedown.
There we go.
First
He answered it for
takedown
us.
of
He
the
answered it for
tournament.
us. So Weston is in a position where he has to have 4 submissions in a row in order for his team to stay alive.
That's the thing. He's got stiff competition all the way through as well. I don't think they have.
Looking for Ezekiel type setup there. Going
My
to the
experience
ankle.
of going for submissions while you're inside closed guard is not a good idea, Gary.
I think
5 minutes left. 3 minutes
usually
down,
you're
guys.
right, but he is in a position where for his team to survive, he's got 4 matches
Weight, roll down,
Okay. I
into a
like
front
that.
headlock.
Into the turtle.
Get the weight on, off your knees, off your knees.
Let's see. He got his guard
Now he's
back.
past half.
He can clear that knee and get his other leg on the inside position. He can start going for leg locks.
Good job, guys. 4.5 minutes left.
Maybe it.
Get your frame. Come on.
On your toes, Wes. On your toes, forward in, get your knee clear.
Halfway there, guys. Halfway. Halfway, guys. Good job.
Yeah, you can definitely see a consistency in everybody doing the Z guard as well.
Yeah.
On the Apex team.
And it's it's definitely something they train, something they work on.
Put it on for the race. Yep.
Slide it in through. Slide it in through.
I think he's about
It looks like
pass here.
either pass or take the back here.
3/4, yeah. And now, you're right, he's in prime position to start working on taking the back.
Who's your daddy position?
This is one of my favorite places to be, really.
It's excellent control. The guy, you can spend a little time there and put pressure on the guy and let him choose his destiny, right?
Right.
Like, it's a choose your own adventure, but not good.
Right. You give them options, but they're all bad.
Yes. Yeah.
Technical mount?
Well, just like that 3/4 position where you're technically not past guard, but you're
3 minutes left,
in
guys.
such a
3 minutes
controlling,
left.
dominant position that if you play it right, they really don't have any good options to get out other than to try to get your leg back in like this. So he's managed to get his knee back down past his positioning here, and really all he has to do is stall.
Right. He's 2 minutes 39 seconds, and he's the winner for his team. Right. So just don't make any mistakes.
The person on the bottom should be going for a lockdown position now.
Well, and he's got, yeah, you're right, and he's got that lockdown now. He just got the lockdown. I'd really like to see if he can if Weston can clear that leg. Obviously, I have a dog in this fight, but if Weston can clear that leg, start to really apply shoulder pressure. I like the attack of the arm here if he can get it bent.
Right, at least make him respect.
Yeah, and it clears. Now his legs are clear, right? And now he's looking for straight armbar. Tap. Nice.
Going to jump from the team, Gary.
Come back to started. Good job, guys. Good job.
3 more times.
It's a tough order, isn't it? Tough order. So I need to share it.
Does Apex have any white belts competing?
That's a good question. They're a bunch of good-looking people.
They
really are. Yeah, they really are.
I know at least 2 of them, or 3 of them, are not in that category. So there's some of them I haven't seen though.
Where's the thing at to share that?
What's his face? Yeah, it's on Butch's. It's on the Butch Hiles BJJ page. And so if you go there, you can share it.
I forgot to do that.
Number 1, you got to get your team back in there.
I take a sub.
All right, Justin, you ready?
Sir.
Here we go.
Right to mount.
I think a thing we're starting to see is
Left hand from
size can really help in this thing.
It does. It does. And now you know why they have divisions, right? There are weight divisions for a reason.
For sure.
You know, it might be a good idea for Weston to try and, if he can keep a top game where we conserve some energy. If he thinks he's going to get the tap here,
You'll get another minute break.
Yeah.
So but he can make this, you know, he can get him in a good enough position and rest.
Nice crossface there, bringing back.
Use the match as some rest time as well.
Right.
So,
He does have that lockdown there.
probably not
There we go, Wes. Look for your half guard side underhook. Come on, get your butt out. Get to work.
And I think Weston is doing that. I think he's taking a break here. Had a long match the last match.
And it's like, okay.
Looking for a no-gi Ezekiel again, I think. It's hard to tell from this angle, but the way he's got that head hugged.
Yeah, I would say you're right. And, you know, that is such a surprisingly effective move, I think.
Yeah.
At least, even if you don't get it, you're going to make your opponent react to it. They
Right.
have to
And
respect
sometimes it's just opening the guard, right? If I can get the guard open, then I can start passing.
No, I've definitely had it used against me very effectively, and I know.
2 minutes down, guys.
He's got him bottled up here, kind of like a pillow choke, the arms across.
Yeah, that's the thing. This the competitor on the bottom doesn't have any opportunity to really rest.
Right.
He is having
He's carrying
carry
weight.
him
Yes.
this whole time, which is
Not a fan of going for submissions out of closed guard. And while you're inside closed guard, I think
Well,
the only
yeah.
time you really have an advantage doing it is if you have a massive weight advantage.
Agreed. Because it's too easy to push you away with the legs. If you're lighter or even the same size.
yeah. I'm gonna share this event on my Facebook.
I forgot. I just got so busy. I was like, oh.
You can get caught up in it, yeah. So with this, there's a way for the people who are watching to donate as well, correct?
Yes, and I guess I could. I put it in the comments, but you can either Venmo Bobcat MMA, or you can PayPal Starbrick BJJ at Gmail, and
here, right?
yeah, and then in the messages just put AFSP. We've got a Kimura happening here from half guard. The hands aren't completely locked. The question is he going to try and attack with it now, or does he try and pass, right?
Yeah, I find myself often using this to pass.
Yeah, especially with the hands not being locked.
With no gi to grab, what is the bottom guy's options now?
So, rolling towards it, trying to get the legs in, right? Trying to brace off of your thigh are going to be good protections, but they're not great. Still got a long time here.
And yeah, he definitely is doing a good job keeping his legs above his knee line,
Right.
which I think is going to be important, at least for keeping him from passing.
Halfway there. 4 minutes down.
Come on, Wes.
So he's abandoning the arm now.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. I don't think I would have taken my arm back to the other
Side. Yeah. Maybe elbow in the neck there, and then
That's exactly
used
what
my
I meant.
hips to hip scoot the near side elbow out. That way I could
You
pass.
start scooting that leg down, right? So this hand on the arm, what's it doing once?
Now back to the no-gi Ezekiel.
Oh yeah, and he's got to catch up to it as well. And yep, still using that to pass down as well. So
There you go. Keep working. Keep working. Let's go. Scramble.
Ooh, right into it.
Dig it. We're almost there. Dig it.
Put on your boot and get over the foot.
oh, this is exciting.
You're right there. You're there.
You gotta clear the bottom.
Tap.
Comes from behind. Wow. I mean, had to fight through brutal.
That was awesome.
And just, you know, a tough competitor. And then
My buddy Chris done it.
that was awesome.
All right, 1 minute break, guys. We're getting near the end there.
Oh, I think that's it. That's it for that. Team Apex got the win.
Team Apex.
That was out of nowhere. I thought he was going to get him.
Come up here, Team Apex.
Here,
Joe Rogan, why don't you interview one of them?
I get the interview? All right.
Here, pick one of these beautiful men. Which one are you gonna pick, Gary?
Well, we got to start over here, sir.
Right.
Name?
Joey.
Joey. So Joey, you had how many matches? 4 matches, right? How did you feel?
Good.
Yeah.
Tired.
Looked real good. I seen that we were talking over here. The seated guard. Do you like to attack the legs, or you like what?
Nah, a little bit, not much.
And all you guys looked real good with knee guard. So knee shield, you guys look good with that. Is that something that's worked on a lot over at Apex? Or?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Tired? Yeah, tired.
All right. Come up here, sir.
Came up here.
You forgot the most important question. What hair gel is he
Lance,
using?
this is the thing that's gonna hurt feelings. How old are you, Lance?
16.
16.
Oh, no.
So, baby assassin. Way to weather the storm. You had the Kimura that was locked up there for a little bit. You were able to escape the Kimura. When you had the chance to get into leg lock position, what was going through your head?
We feel.
It was a beautiful submission. Guys, good team. You guys are going to be tough to beat. Catch a break. Real work, guys. Take it easy.
Can I take that pre-workout a little too early?
Got the pre-workout jitters.
That was excellent work on the follow. Ask Joey what brand of hair gel he uses.
I did forget to ask what brand of hair gel that was that Joe's got.
I think he uses
have
it to
another
slip in
opportunity in the next round.
I think there is a good possibility he may use that like a baseball pitcher greases his ball.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break while the next teams are getting ready.
We don't break bricks, but we can snap your arm like a brittle dry stick. Destroy egos, wrap you up like anacondas. When you walk out on the mat, you know we're gonna keep you honest. White, blue, purple, red.
What's up?
We're good now.
All right, let's get Jen versus Josh. 1 versus 1.
All right, looks like we got two guys about the same body build and weight.
Not the twos lined up against each other.
Tyler.
Oh, the money!
Devin and Justin. Every time.
Now remember, if Tyler May submits Ethan by arm triangle, Ethan owes the charity
$1,000 on the line.
All right, guys. All right, let's get Josh and Jen ready to go. You guys look half as good as the last 2 teams, man. A lot of pressure for you two. But you are sexy. You guys ready? And maybe. Go.
No, I'm not familiar with the blue field guy here, but I know Josh has been working a lot of takedowns and just no-gi in general.
Yes.
You see him in the gym a lot, so.
I can tell you the last few times that I've been here, I've been impressed with his wrestling. Has really grown.
Man, his pressure is so good too.
We all at Butch Hiles here know that Josh is pretty much a beast. He's like a sumo and dancing bear all rolled into one.
Definitely. Be interesting to see how he passes here. We'll be able to.
Body lock.
Okay, so
He's gonna stuff. He's into half guard.
he's got that top knee cleared.
Now he's
So,
gonna body lock
as you can
pass
see-
into the wall.
I can tell you from experience, guys, that wall is like 2 foot thick of concrete and it doesn't give to anything. There's not a head made hard enough to win against that wall.
It is not tapped. The wall is undefeated.
Look how he just used his knee to block his hips from coming back in. Yeah, man.
It's really the transition, letting go of the hips and going to the head, which he gave his back up there.
Right.
And so he kind of helped him with that transition.
Yeah, Josh is going to be a tough competitor for anyone, I think, especially if you allow him to play the top game. He's going to be incredibly tough, extremely technical.
Start moving up. Start moving up high.
Yeah.
Get on your left hip. Get on your left hip hard.
Oh, I think I just heard somebody pass gas, Gary Hashman. Does that happen a lot in jiu-jitsu?
It is occasional.
I've had somebody fart directly on my face.
Oh,
Back to the back. So now it's hard for us to see what's going on here. We got the cap though.
Gonna get a minute break.
Oh, smiling to the camera.
So there's not just one photo John got here.
Alright, next up with Josh and John.
Oh, he put his mouth on it.
He did it anyway. What a savage.
You guys need these lineups?
Yeah.
You need them more than me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we've
Tell me
got
what to do.
Josh is still in.
John from Bluefield.
John from Bluefield
He
is
is
going
a
to be
purple belt and a very, very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Kind of looks like our very own Rick Bowman.
He does.
Oh, a little bit. That would be an interesting guy to have in competition.
Well, he was our alternative. Alternate, whatever you say, yeah. But
Oh wow! So he's
unfortunately, he had to
took the
work.
bottom. Okay. I don't know if that is the best strategy. There you go, Josh. I mean,
He goes to lockdown, but he's nice shoulder pressure here. He's got the arm and the head trap. He's trying to cut his hand back inside to get a frame.
yeah,
But
Josh
good
is
luck.
Really good at keeping his head down and just. I mean, look how flat he is on his back right now.
Right.
This is.
And it-
I mean.
Now, if you lose that grip,
There you go, John.
I would like to see him come under the. I get the underhook here. That's where you want to
There he
get.
is.
Now you can start getting into that dogfight, deep half.
roll your legs out. Get out of the lock.
But he's flat on his back again, where you don't want to be in half guard. Why is that, Gary Hashman?
Well, he didn't get to his hip for one. Had he gotten to his right hip when he set up for the underhook, he could have used that to make framed off the floor with his right elbow,
He
and
still
then
can do that. He just might have to let go of that lockdown.
yes,
Because
he can always use that left leg to slide down and drag that heel across too, and it puts a little torque on the knee, and it lets you set up into that dogfight position a little better. He's trying to swim underneath for possible darts.
There we go.
There we go.
Like I said, John's very strong. Usually,
And now he's looking to maybe capture that arm for the arm crush. You're going to see him pull from the bottom. John's going to be pulling that left arm, trying to isolate that right arm.
He
probably wants to take a little bit of a rest right now.
There you go.
Just kind of relax.
Now. Whenever you're ready.
2 minutes down, guys. 2 minutes down. Good job.
Okay, yeah, 6 minutes
random
down.
fact, John is also an awesome tattoo artist in Bluefield, West Virginia.
Oh, I did not know that.
You're ready.
You know, I
There
think
you
a
go.
lot
There
of
you go. Come on.
people added
Get
on
up now.
Or maybe Bluefield, Virginia. They're like kind of like on the border
I think-
there.
yeah, I think
Nobody
he-
knows whether it's like Bluefield, West Virginia, or Virginia.
It's just Bluefield,
Yeah.
the area.
Yeah, so Josh is starting to work on some just
3 minutes down, guys. Almost 3 minutes.
standing passing stuff, trying to get to where he can get on inside bicep control.
And
start
there he
standing
is.
up.
Now he can go to that log splitter, knee cut.
Yes, and that's what you're going to start seeing, especially when you
Now he's going
have
body
these
lock.
guys
Yeah.
with the longer legs. And Josh does this to me a lot, where he will
Isolate.
He's just going to pass. Yeah, like I said, Josh is not a guy that you want to be working with bottom game against.
It's hard to move.
Yes, very good balance, I think, is like his big key here.
Well, and I'll tell you something I like seeing, because a lot of times you see big guys get the side control and they don't know how to put pressure on. Josh, he's up on his toes. And I tell my guys, you're either fat or your weight. Fat is on the floor. Right? If it's on your opponent, if it's in the air, it's weight.
Oh wow!
And that was a beautiful mount. He rode the wave real well. Good hip escape and get him back to half though. That was pretty.
Yeah, that was awesome. And now back to lockdown.
Nice job, guys.
So very interesting match.
You can turn your hip on it as well.
Looks like Josh is breathing hard right now.
He does.
Yes.
And take a breather there.
The hard breathing.
All right, halfway there, guys.
4 minutes
Four to
down.
go. Good job, guys.
Probably.
Good job.
I'm breathing like that after 30 seconds of a match.
So John's back to that. John is back to that knee shield.
V-guard, yeah. He's got the, he's working on a...
And this is where the fight is won. It's capturing that far hand, right? Whenever I'm here in this knee shield position, if I'm looking to go to a dogfight, I want to own Josh. John wants to own Josh's left hand right now. And
the one that is on the leg or the one that was out?
the outside.
Okay.
Now go.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
It's pretty.
Slick pass for a big
That's what
man.
I'm
That
saying,
was,
dude.
and it was the change of direction there. He's passing, he starts his pass to the left, and then he passes to the right.
Well, that's what you've got to start doing to start getting past these higher level opponents. Is you've got to start using this.
Yes.
3 minutes left,
Yeah, I
guys.
don't-
3 minutes. Good match, guys.
I agree with what Justin was saying over there. He keeps him just throwing his leg back into his half guard. I think it would be better to probably work a north-south once he gets
Ooh,
to
wrist
the,
lock attempt there.
Uh-oh.
Made him respect the wrist lock.
If anybody, I hear that if you are a wrist lock specialist, you automatically get the nickname Filthy.
Filthy John with the wrist locks.
This is going to be a lot of pressure on both of you. Neither guy is going to be very energetic after this.
Josh, set him here in side control, man. Don't just take it
bad.
crazy now. Kill that frame. Kill that frame with a reverse case. There we
So
go.
now he's starting to go
Now you
north-south.
get the arm
Yeah,
trap.
I think north-south is the way to go from here. Just, I mean, because even if you go to north-south, you can then transition into the mount without having to worry about running into the legs, right? Your body is in a position to where the legs aren't able to like.
Well, and then on top of that, north-south, I think it's one of the underutilized positions in jiu-jitsu because there's a lot of attacks besides the north-south choke. You can start setting up far side arm bars as you're transitioning, pillar chokes. You've got Kimura setups. You can get to Kimura traps from that north-south position.
And let's face it, it's extremely uncomfortable on the bottom because somebody's genitals are in your face, right? I mean,
It definitely weird aromas, I guess.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody wants to smell
I'll
it.
tell you right now, though, down the bottom has
Sam might want to leave.
There you go. Yeah.
There's good frames there. Yes.
I mean, that's what you got to
1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Let's go.
60 seconds.
Last minute, guys. Last minute.
But I think,
Get that far arm in.
you know, at this point, it's probably
There you go.
not going to see
Now
a
you get the
position.
Now use your hand. Use your hand to pin his arm.
Elbows in, John. Come on.
I could be wrong.
Get a minute left, Josh.
You're going to have to work. I'll be back.
Great job, guys. It's been a hell of a match, guys. Good job.
Watch that arm bar.
Looks like this one's going to be going
Yes.
full time.
Josh.
45 seconds.
Start using your hand to hand the arm. There you go. There you go. Your straight arm bar.
Short time. Both teams have lots of guys left. Do you go for broke, Nate, or do you go for broke and possibly get submitted in the process?
Well,
I mean,
definitely
Josh has got a little more.
I would say if I were Josh, I would be more aggressive at this point.
Neon Bailey.
10 seconds.
Put it in his pocket.
Oh man, way to fight out of that.
Hail Mary, son. Go for crazy.
4, 2, 1.
That was a beautiful match. Very entertaining, all the way to the end. So they're both out. So now we have Dylan and Ethan coming in. Now what? I can't remember.
What's the bounty? What's the bounty? Rear naked choke. Rear naked choke.
So,
if Dylan can catch Ethan in a rear naked choke here, Ethan is going to donate
somebody got the timer?
$1,000 to the charity.
Timer?
Got it. Secondary timer.
Hello, can you come get Lacey and Wyatt up here at the gym?
No matter who, I think he's going out.
All right, they're ready to go. So here's on this tournament.
Go all in.
And I like this matchup too. I think this will be a really interesting and just entertaining match for sure.
All right, Dylan, kill it. Finish it.
Be ready to go. She's on her way. Tell Wyatt.
Tell him to be ready too.
Put some beats on so I quit doing all this grunting. Starting to feel weird.
It's at 15%.
Get a little uncomfortable at this point.
Wow. Now, what is the submission
Rear
in this
choke.
match?
Rear naked choke. So,
Yeah,
if Tyler is able to secure if Dylan is able to secure submission via rear naked choke, then Ethan has put the own bounty on himself to give.
He's $1,000 poorer.
$1,000.
Right.
Way braver than I. All these guys are murderers. I wouldn't put bounty on me for nothing.
Ethan announced that on Facebook, and I thought he won the lottery or something.
Ethan's just a baller. I guess. He's not
Because at first I was under the impression that he was like offering $5,000 if everybody that he named submitted him in that submission,
Oh my
like 5
goodness.
different people. I thought he was offering up like $5,000. He's like, no, first person that submits me with the designated submission. You know?
Right.
So if he catches him in like a hill hunt, he's keeping his money.
Right.
So if you're a good person, the only thing you can do is that submission now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're a bad guy. Which might play in a good strategic thing for them to be able to get past some people
Okay,
without.
Ethan has some black tape on his feet. What's that mean?
Wow.
It's hard to tell.
So
Maybe it's a foot injury.
it's for traction on the mat.
Traction, yes. That's a
So
good
that's
idea.
a shooting foot, and
Oh, he's into a guillotine. He is passing to the proper side, but he's got good leverage here.
yeah, Dylan doesn't seem uncomfortable, so
He really
He doesn't
needs to
look
get
like
that
he's in
elbow down and
distress.
pull that elbow to his chin. Yeah, he's out of there now.
Remember we worked on this. Watch.
He's got his hand all the way through.
yes,
Good posture.
it's going to be hard.
Always.
Allegiance, your hand.
Now, a defense I like here is to try and bring that hand that's being comored all the way up to my chin.
So almost saw a pass there.
Ethan with some good guard
2 minutes
retention.
down, guys.
So still working on that Kimura too.
There's always.
And this is a little bit deeper. Now, his arms are extended from his body, so it's going to be hard to finish that away.
I knew this was going to be a good match.
Going to the legs,
Big floor, need a floor.
knee bar possibly.
Need a floor. Need a
And
floor.
I can transition to that heel
Need a
hook.
floor. Now, spin. Spin and kick his butt, spin.
His knee is out of the thing, so it doesn't really do anything unless he can keep his legs above the knee line.
Right. Weird looking heel hook attempt there.
Yeah, but a sweep for Ethan. So Ethan's now taking the top position.
And he goes right back after that leg.
Yes. I'm hitting it.
So Ethan does the unorthodox move of going from top position to dropping back to guard, correct?
That is very unorthodox. If this was a street fight, I wouldn't suggest that.
Yes, exactly.
Windshield wipers, Dylan?
Oh yeah. There.
So now the leg pummeling, and
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot of different stuff in this matchup than we've seen in the past.
Put that knee on the inside or the outside?
From both competitors.
Be ready for the butterfly. The back step in there. If he goes for it.
I think the Gracie Classic rear naked choke song would be appropriate right here. Since
stranglehold.
Have you heard the song by one of those Gracies?
Oh wait, are you talking
rear
about
naked choke?
Is that the G and the
G and the
G? Yes.
We need the rear naked choke song because
right.
if we get a rear naked choke here, if
that's
Ethan gets choked out with a rear naked choke, we get $1,000 for the suicide prevention.
That's right.
Push up. Posture.
That being said, I think Dylan's just looking for a win.
Yeah, at this point,
behind you.
He's got that arm again. Again, the arms are extended. It's hard to finish this with the arms extended like that.
Yeah.
Now you can sweep like he did. Oh, right into a guillotine attempt.
He's like, I'm not doing it unless it's a rear naked choke.
We are a little over halfway. We have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left.
It's all day right there. Dylan.
Take my coffee cup on me.
I feel like this has probably been one of the most even matchups that we've seen so far.
I agree.
Where both people are fresh. Both people are very similar in size. Probably give experience to Ethan. Just I think he's been training a year or so longer, maybe 2 than Dylan. But
unfortunately for Ethan, he trimmed his beard. He had this Wolverine look going on, and I think it affected his powers.
It could have been, yeah, the Samson effect, right?
Okay, I can see that. Still a nice beard.
It is.
Still got a knee slice for one.
Yep.
Yeah, he just needs to make sure.
Right back to that more this.
Control here. Control taking time.
Good. I love it, man. Sweep it with the
All right. You know
Now
what
we're
to set up
starting to get
here.
into.
Ethan, unfortunately, loses the Kimura grip
He puts his
in the
leg up
transition.
Well, he's not doing anything to control his
He needs,
body.
yeah, a lot of times, and I say this a lot, like, people think that the Kimura is a pushing the arm behind the back, and really it's a pulling the arm to your chest and twisting. So,
yes. Something I go over in his class all the time with Kimuras. Pull it like a reverse Kimura from guard.
Right.
You're not using your arms to finish it. You're trapping it to your chest and using your core. You're moving your body to move that arm.
all of the big muscles.
Right.
Yep.
Arms are weak compared to the core.
Under the leg. Yeah, there we
Okay,
go.
so now we're starting to see
More
some
leg
leg
entanglement. Yeah.
2 minutes. Toward Nate.
Toe
Get your
hold.
leg in. Watch the
He's
counter
got the
hold.
wrong hands on the toes though.
Feet. There you go. Reload.
You want this is trouble.
Got a calf
Does he
flex there,
abandon and go
pivot.
for the rear naked?
Put it in your arm.
Yes, yes he does.
Good guys, good
Taking
job.
the back.
Now he's got the proper toe lock.
Toe hold. Toe hold. Oh,
He sprawls out of it. Head and arm triangle.
Arm triangle. This is Tyler May's submission. Wrong submission, bro.
He's just doing it to get to mount so that he can take the back. You're going to see Ethan just stay on his back the whole time now because he is
Darce.
He's like, I didn't think
It's
I was
locked
gonna have
in.
to actually be that good.
1 minute, guys.
So we may see a Darce here. He's got it locked up.
Yeah, he's definitely got it. He's got his hands on the bicep, and I don't think it. Wow.
Nice job by Ethan to get out of that. That was pretty.
Yeah. Definitely.
Got a minute.
Less than a minute.
Wow.
Great match. Feel those frames.
I'm proud of Ethan. I was here when Ethan first started, and to say he was a project is putting it lightly. And he has come, I mean, really, he has come a long way. We're all proud of him here at Butch Hiles.
Oh, definitely.
30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds.
How much jiu-jitsu, I think, just helps everybody. You know, no matter who you are or what you're like as like a person, it doesn't really matter, you know. It might take you a little more time, but just because it took you a little time to get good to a certain level, you might get to the next level from there even faster than everyone else.
Right.
So.
You just got, the thing is, sticking with it.
We have a mounted triangle. Hey.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, time.
Nice match, guys. That was really fun to watch.
Saved from $1,000.
So now we've
So
got.
far.
Now we've got Tyler coming up,
He
and
doesn't
Tyler's
go
going against
again,
Devin.
does he? I mean, who's he going to go again from Butch Hiles?
Yeah, that's it.
He is safe.
Oh, he's safe? He doesn't have to roll again?
No, not unless his team wins and then goes to the next round.
So, are we to expect any flying gogoplatas from Tyler, or is this going to be more wrestling based? I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, as you can see, yeah, he's an animal. You're about to see somebody who is very hard to submit.
Clear the leg. Clear the leg.
Very strong.
He's a physical specimen.
Tyler seems to make up with what he lacks in technique. Just straight up squeeze.
Well, I mean, but it's even done in a technical manner. Like where he is actually still forcing.
Oh, now he's into it. The arm triangle.
Like, if he, I mean, I was crazy that Ethan was like, yeah, Tyler arm triangles me. I'll pick, because like that was like what he was going to go for anyway.
Yeah.
He didn't have to like throw him off his game.
That's wild.
Tyler's an athlete. He played football at UC, I believe.
Okay.
So.
We're getting close to the end here, huh?
Yes, and then we're going to get to the finals.
Where's who we got? Tyler versus.
It's Tyler versus Josh.
Yeah, I think that's their last guy, correct?
Yep.
So this could be it, huh?
This will be the last. Well, unless Josh wins. If Josh wins, he's got Justin and then Nikki Two Stripes. Now we're excited. I want to see Nikki Two Stripes. I'm hoping if we don't get to see her now, we get to see her later. She's the only female in the competition. So.
It's true.
Let's leave or what?
Pretty good.
He disappeared.
I think he had to use it.
He's gonna come out for Team Bluefield with a Hawk shirt on. Rip it off. He's gonna come out for Team Bluefield with a Hawk shirt on. Yeah.
Hopefully he went to get more beer.
That's true, yeah. Just sitting here, been sober as hell.
What is this crap he's drinking? 50% or something.
Yeah, we told you were coming out to join our team.
That's I'm trying to get messed up on that. That's like
I'd drink one of them and I'd have to go home.
Right into the leg entanglement here.
I like it. I don't know if it's. I mean, Tyler is in a very similar situation as Josh, where you're going to have really good, hard to deal with top pressure, and you know what he does well. That's the thing. You're not going to hit with like a bunch of different stuff. You pretty much got arm triangles, rear naked chokes, Kimuras. You can expect those things, but it's hard to fight back against them.
One minute down, guys. 1 minute down.
Definitely doing a good job. You know, just taking his time, being patient.
You know what to do here.
Thank you.
How many people are watching now?
We have 41 people watching, guys. It's a good chance for us to. We got a little bit of a second here to talk about the charity that we're doing. It's the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. You guys, if you wanna donate, you can Venmo Bobcat MMA, or you can PayPal. You got the tap.
Triangle again. Yeah. Like I said, you know, it's not a huge mystery what he's gonna do, but he's very good at what he does.
So it doesn't even look technically correct to me, but it works.
I mean, it's not wrong. Yeah, I mean, especially if it works, right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. I'm just saying it's not one that looks like I've ever been taught.
All right,
making sure he gets.
Guys, come over here. Come over here. So, Team Butch Hiles, good show. We got a couple people that we didn't get to see. We're excited to see you guys. Hopefully, we'll be at this first round. We'll go ahead and Dylan, we'll start off with you. It was a good match with you and Ethan there. A lot of back and forth. Did the fact that there was a bounty for $1,000 inspire you to go for a rear naked choke at all? Did it change your game?
No, for sure, no. It just deterred me not to go for it.
I think I'm rolling with you. I probably would have just tried to survive.
You should have let him submit.
Yeah. Josh, good couple matches. How'd you feel?
Good, felt great.
We were talking about. You sounded a little winded in that second match.
He was great. He had great frames. He had strong underhooks and everything to go against him.
It was a great match to watch. Sir, it was two head and arm triangles in a row, right?
Yeah, I was trying to work a little guard the second time, but we both sat down, so
impressive game. You guys had a chance to see Apex. You know, you guys will be going against Apex in the finals. Anything you guys see that you like, this is something that I'm going to try and exploit? I know we haven't seen.
We think Nikki's going to take care of all of them, so we're pretty much retired for today.
That's what I figured. They're going to send out Nikki two strikes, and it's game over. She's the secret weapon. She got hit with that white chromosome. So. Good job, guys. And congratulations on going to the finals. We'll see you there. All right? Good work.
All right, guys. So
it's on the other side.
they're gonna go.
I got it.
So commentators, so what we're going to do is we're going to go for a third place championship now. Third place. So they're going to re-scramble their lineup. They are also going to re-scramble their lineups for first and second. We'll get it all back together. But let's pull up the third place team now. So you guys got your new lineups now.
I'm trying to use an arm drag.
You guys talk amongst yourself. However you guys want to do it.
You seem like you were expecting it. So you
guys want to use the same lineup?
Somebody shoots on you, reach down,
There was a couple times where I'm like, yeah, that Kimura kind of looks good.
All right, so it is Bluefield
I couldn't see
and
so you never know.
Bobcat, right?
Yes, it
They
is.
said they're going to keep the same lineup. So you guys want to go with?
The same. Hold up, Bluefield.
I thought you said Bluefield and vodka.
And then I'm not. Okay, we got Jeremy Kennard against Jed.
This is ours.
Who's the other one? I just want to say it loud. Hey, fuck it. Let's go.
Butch Hiles has spoken. Guard pull.
Some guard pulls.
That was a guard pull, I think. Can't see because.
We're going to need our extra stuff here.
Pass. He's got that Kimura set up over there on that side.
A lot of people going for that Kimura from guard today. which in my experience has been hard to get.
Yeah, well,
especially if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, well, it really comes down to where your hands. If your hands are on the floor, then they're available for Kimuras. If your hands are on the body, then not so much. Angling, possibly. Looked almost Plata for a second, right back to that guard.
Some nice guard retention, in my opinion, there.
Jeremy is pretty wily with his guard. He's good at getting back there, trying to stay safe for the most part. Now he's looking to sweep.
Oh, goodness.
Size advantage there, a little bit of show of strength. Head outside singles, not a good idea.
A lot of size disadvantages today, but I guess that's just how it rolls.
It is. Well, and especially in this, every team had a limited amount of guys at their school, and so putting together the teams, there's, if you're a team of big guys, then you're going to have a bunch of big guys, and if you're a team of small guys, you're going to have a bunch of small guys.
Sure. Nobody ever said life was fair.
That's true.
I mean, we train jiu-jitsu for sport, and we also train it. We like to think it could be used in self-defense if somebody jumped us on the street. There's no guarantee that if somebody jumps you out on the street, ain't going to be 200 pounds heavier than you. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Beautiful guard retention here.
Right. Situation, yeah.
So rather than using pressure here, Jed's really using strength. He's trying to throw those legs with his arms instead of use his body. They get it to side control now.
You guys are carrying a lot of weight. You want to go in and all? You want to try?
Arms in a dangerous position.
But he's doing a good job getting back in.
Her first? Yeah,
I'm wondering if they were just trying to get closer to the music over there. That could have been it.
As a small person doing jiu-jitsu, I can attest it is so extremely, not frustrating, but exhausting to keep a big man off of you once they get on top of you, man. It is so hard.
I will say this, jiu-jitsu will necessarily make you, be able to fight like more than one person.
Exactly
or,
right.
Prevent you from just getting cold cock knocked out of nowhere.
It's not magic.
Right. But it does give a person with this kind of size disadvantage the ability to at least fight that.
Right.
Right.
Maybe give yourself time.
Right. If, say, for example, this bigger person was untrained and going against a smaller person who is trained, the smaller person who is trained, I would say actually has the advantage.
Right.
In reality, that his technique is going to still be more of a factor. Now, both of these people are trained.
Right.
So
right.
When the technique is more even, then the other factors start.
Size has an advantage.
Gets that knee back across.
Yeah, dude, he's definitely doing a good job retaining his guard. I like how he's passing and breaking the guard here, at least. Going for
omoplata.
Re-guarding again. Pushed him over.
Now this is where athleticism, big guys have a hard time keeping up with small guys. They pop to their feet and run around.
Exactly, and that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to use his advantages and start trying to make this a more physical, more moving match. But yeah, this how he's standing up and controlling the biceps here. Now, I think he's getting too hesitant once he gets to his feet. I think fatigue is starting to play.
Double underpass. That was not really technically correct, but it was a big man double underpass against a smaller guy, in my opinion.
Right, exactly.
He got the tap.
Wow. 3 minutes to spare.
That guy just gets the two biggest guys from the tournament. The old
No.
We're other guys just stayed in the same order as well.
Yes. Oh well.
Both teams.
Both teams did.
Oh, both teams.
So Jed is going to get a minute here.
Nice.
I just realized Dylan's the heel bad guy on our team.
He really is.
Who?
Why is he so the charity?
Hey man, you gotta throw out some woos if you want to be the heel.
It's like I'm more concerned. Ethan's my friend, and I don't want him to lose.
Come on, man.
Good guy Dylan here. I was calling him Ethan, and then piece of shit. Sorry.
I got set up on my Facebook so all these old Ric Flair videos pop up on it, man. I love them.
What is it?
Old Ric Flair videos of, him.
How do you set your Facebook up to just have Ric Flair?
Because whenever one pops up on it, you click on it, and then they keep coming.
Okay, so you're just like working the system against it.
Right.
You're like, instead of trying to get them to not know what I'm interested in, so you're like, I'm just going to tell them exactly what I'm interested in.
Only click on what you're interested in, and then it'll keep coming. Right?
Because they're going to advertise to you anyway.
Right.
So you might as well just let them know.
It's like some website called the Daily Wire kept popping up on my, you know what that is?
I think I've heard of it.
So we don't want to go into politics here, but immediately I'm like, click off. Please don't send this stuff anymore, and I don't even know why that stuff pops up anyway. Yeah, I want Ric Flair. I don't want Daily Wire.
Give the people what they ask for, and it's more Ric Flair.
Gary, did he wrestle? Did he wrestle?
You're surprised, aren't you? Yeah, he's wrestling.
I like how he's moving around.
I was watching him warm up earlier, and he was like, he's a wrestler.
You're good right there for the
See where he goes from here.
Get your seatbelt over under. Need two over.
There you go.
Turtle. Now this guard is called Turtle. I believe it's the first time I've seen it today, Gary. What's the advantages and disadvantages of this?
Advantages of Turtle is that we get to see your backside. Disadvantages is that you can't see anything that your opponent's doing. You can. Here's the thing: I don't mind people using Turtle, but it's not a place to stop. Mm-hmm. It is a transition spot. So as soon as you get there,
just can't sit there.
Yeah.
Right.
I was going to say, I like to use Turtle as like a guard retention tool.
Yes.
Just to keep people from being able to, wow, that was smooth.
Good job, Brian. Whoa. Getting a nice show of wrestling here by Brian.
Would you guys say the best way to get somebody out of Turtle is to check the oil?
Oil check is. I'll roll through.
Actually,
have side control.
I'll just stay there. Start oil checking. Just see how that goes.
Just depends on how violent the oil check is.
Right.
Oh, that is the stress. I believe we call that the stress chicken. Did we get a tap from the stress chicken? We don't see that all the time.
Ryan.
With the stretch chicken submission. I don't see that all the time.
Think about wrestling. It definitely uses some energy.
Wrestlers, they all have that extra gear, that extra stamina and stuff,
It's
right?
true. They've probably been at least preparing to deal with that.
Right.
So. For like 2 years, and it's very intense training.
Always a lot of arguments, Gary, about what's better, jiu-jitsu or wrestling. I would say they are equal, but if you put them together, you make a monster.
There was I've been lucky enough to train with the Ohio University MMA club. I've been teaching them Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And in doing so, I've had a lot of wrestlers that come into that group. And one of the guys, Adam, he came in with a solid wrestling background. And I taught him how to pass guard, and get to mount, and then use like a gift wrap position, and then he did it to everybody. And his wife,
Who's your daddy? The technical mount,
and
correct?
just it was arm bar after arm bar after arm bar at competition. If you have a solid wrestling base and you're able to get into side control and you can learn. And really, I always say it's like magic tricks, right? Jiu-jitsu is magic tricks. The reason it works is because the other guy didn't know what you were doing.
Right.
And so if you can teach a guy a couple magic tricks that are pretty good and he gets good at it.
Already have a grappling background.
It's going to be rough to handle. It's going to be rough to handle.
This is turned out to be a pretty interesting match. This almost just seems stereotypical wrestler versus jiu-jitsu almost.
Yes.
Our best kid right here, matter of fact, Zach Charleston. He wrestles and does jiu-jitsu, and he destroys people in a matter of seconds. When he's serious, I mean, a lot of times he's like one of the best adults. He lets people work when he knows people are lesser than him and stuff. He lets them work. But when it's time to turn it on, he destroys people in 30 seconds or less. Like he went to a tournament in Kentucky or Ohio somewhere here not too long ago, and he was in the orange belt division against other orange belts, and he was destroying them in 15, 30 seconds.
I've got to ref a couple of his matches. He's fun to watch. He's a fun watch.
So, what would you say your guy is going to need to do in order to...
Not that. I don't know that I would do that.
The knee slice. Like a flying ninja?
We got him
like flying ninja choke?
John with a nice knee slice across
he
the
just
leg.
went for something.
He went for a flying.
Oh, man, that looks gross. Oh, gosh.
Oh, ouch. That's a knee injury waiting to happen. I get try to
Oh,
get that out of there.
God. No.
You keep going. Keep going.
You're fine. Yeah.
It's not your knee, bro. It's not your knee, man.
Sorry. I mean, I was like, oh gosh.
We all did it. Don't act like it was just me.
I didn't know it was on the pop. What are you talking about?
No, I mean, it looked gross. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it did. I mean, but some people just have like way more flexibility in their knees than others, you know.
It's a sacrifice for the charity.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know.
Well, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a heel hook.
Good work.
Sorry,
good
man.
work.
Grabbing the leg like that. What was that even called?
I have no idea what that.
I don't either. I mean, I'm not familiar with that, but it looked awful.
We need to. It's the Legicana.
Right.
No. The South Americana?
Maybe it's a Bluefield thing. We need to ask.
Yeah, it was just like the level it got to. Like, he did eventually like straighten it out, and it seemed like it was okay. But there was like a certain point in it where it just seemed like it's on his side and his leg is bent, so there's so much more tension in his knee with the knee bent than if it were like straight.
I know I'd be tapping because I got a bad knee anyways.
Oh, I would tap.
Me too.
I still have to work on Monday, so I usually tap pretty quick to leg stuff.
I mean, I sit at a desk, but I don't want to hobble around.
Yeah.
Trust me, knee injuries are
Right,
not fun.
they suck. I had one 2 years ago.
And Nate is dealing with it now. He's on his crutches now.
Yeah.
From wrestling, though, not heel hooks. It was,
True.
I think heel hooks get a bad rap for knee injuries a lot.
So we have Mark from Bobcat and John from Bluefield.
I mean, heel hooks are fine. I mean, if somebody grabs you in a heel hook, tap.
Mark,
Good Lord.
Mark really loves the leg drag. He loves
Don't
the leg drag
try to
setup.
be a hero and get out of it. Tap. Somebody grabs you in a heel hook. That's my philosophy.
I mean, if you understand the principles behind heel hooks and what they need in order to be, effective, then you can give them a little room to play. But usually you understand like where the danger is, and then you can tap without having to insta-tap to everyone just touching your leg. Which I see a lot of
rolling out here, front headlock position.
And on the other hand, I've seen people, maybe with not a lot of experience getting caught in heel hooks, completely spaz out
and then
turn and hurt themselves.
Right. Like I'm trying to be slow, but you wing, you zig.
You're turning the wrong way.
Back take by Mark here. He has the opportunity to possibly get a rear naked choke.
Stretch him out, Mark. Stretch him out.
I don't know.
Okay.
Now he's trained for about 2 years, but it was sporadic for a while. He's come in every day this summer with me, looking for the RNC here. He can go to single hand RNC.
Now John has to slide.
Big chest, big chest.
John has to slide and get to the mat. Correct?
I'm sorry?
John.
There you go.
What I was saying to get out of that, he would have to slide and get to the mat to try to escape the choke. All right. Now Ethan is back up. Is there a submission?
There's no bounty for this.
On this one. Okay.
There's no bounty on this.
Well, there should be.
Ethan needs to make up a bounty on the spot. That's what it is.
What's the bounty here? If he finishes you by checking the oil.
We'll make sure you're on 4 left. 10.
We got another interesting match setup. We'll see how.
I think this one plays out good. As long as
Ethan sits down. I like.
Always to that leg. He loves that leg drag. He can get his hip penetrated a little more, but it was once again changing directions, left and right. It's a good pass. Now,
it's always.
We spent a lot of time concentrating on side control pressure and dropping that shoulder down. Ethan's doing a good job trying to get his hands back inside. His left arm's kind of under the belly.
Yeah,
Mark.
So it kind of trapped because his arm is, and so I mean, I
It
guess
is.
he could just bring
It is creating a dilemma for Mark on top to create the same kind of pressure that he wants to do, though.
Yes. Where do you get your rash guards at?
I believe they came from Pakistan.
Hey, looks like.
I don't know exactly where, but
Looks like
I just wasn't sure.
by
if there was
not
specific
keeping a knee
company.
in the hip. There's where I was going. He's not keeping his knee in the hip. He was too far up. He was leaving an opening for Ethan to get his guard back.
yes, and you have to keep that hip to hip pressure,
Right.
or that like when that gets sacrificed, that space happens. You have to go to the knee. Controlling that far arm, Ethan is on bottom right now, just stuffing it into the hips. It's just when you don't have that free hand on that outside, it makes it hard to do any leg weave passing or anything.
I'm trying to get an underhook.
I can see that.
Maybe it's too low though. He needs to go to something else.
2 minutes. Trying to get him flat down on the mat.
I'd say that.
Watch that 2-on-1. That handle.
Move him, Mark. Don't let him dictate pace. Drive it over. Drive it over. Turn the hip.
Alright, trying going for double underpass.
I went to tight. So we got, looks like Ethan working for a triangle.
Link up. There you go.
I think the arm's out. He's going to have to go for a no arm. He got that teepee choke possibly.
Keep walking over. Keep walking
He doesn't want to walk too far. He's going to let his head pop out the backside.
Put your hips into it. His grip's burning out. He just readjusted.
It's like a no arm. It's like the Bermuda triangle. He's got 6.
There you go, Mark.
Now it's passed. That was nice heavy pressure to stay. You think of the head as being a bubble. You keep the bubble underwater, right? And so as long as he kept Ethan's hips over his head, it's going to be hard to do anything.
Okay.
Gary, should the guy on top not be keeping the knee and the hip bone?
So I feel like if you can keep hip to hip pressure and a strong crossface with your shoulder, you can do that. What happens is when they make frames, they start to get their frames back, and there's separation between the hips, then the knee needs to come up and check.
Halfway there, guys. 4 minutes down, guys. 4 minutes down.
Keep a good base on your roll.
So right now he's got the left or the right arm of Ethan isolated between his hip and his armpit, and he's probably hoping for Ethan to bring that arm around his other arm or go knee cut over the belly.
Nice. Keep good hooks. Good hooks.
Exposing the back. He's going to want to slide that. He's got that gift wrap started.
Who I like to call Who's Your Daddy.
The Who's Your Daddy. Is that an Indiana thing?
No, it's a Butch Hiles thing.
Oh.
Butch calls it that.
Oh, not Hoosier.
Who's your daddy?
Who is your daddy?
Right.
Yes.
It's a dialect thing.
He can get his chest to his back to the shoulder.
Now that knee is slid high.
Personally, I love the technical mount, aka Who's
I
Your
think
Daddy.
he's probably looking back take here. We'll know.
Yes.
Oh no, back to the arm bar.
Yeah! Here you go.
Tap.
No good options once you're caught in the technical mount, or aka
Who's your daddy?
Yeah.
That's very nice. Good work by Mark on that. He's got a minute. He's got some teammates that were rubbing out those muscles. That'd be nice.
As soon as she said rub one out, I was excited.
Do we have a masseuse here? Do we have a masseuse here?
Lisa, but she's not rubbing that one out. It's a little different.
All right, so we're back. Devin now. Mark, he goes straight after the leg. He's in on it too. Nice quick tap.
That was a beautiful heel hook, I believe, from Devin from Bluefield.
All right, so
that's the thing about leg locks, man. You just move the wrong way and they're there, right?
It is.
What I don't like about them personally is when I go dangerous. My legs are exposed to danger.
Yeah. Usually leg lock entanglements, it's whoever knows more.
Right.
This is number 4 versus number 4. So both teams have 2 guys left. It's Josh and Devin.
This has been very even. It'll be interesting to see how this next one plays.
Guys, this is number 4 versus number 4. Woo!
Yeah, we won. I didn't get to go
Hey, guys, good job.
Quick reminder, guys, we are taking donations for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So if you want to donate, please do that via either PayPal, Starbrick, BJJ, at Gmail, or Venmo, Bobcat MMA, and that money is going to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So please, if you can donate something, that'd be awesome.
You're heavy. You're strong.
So choosing to wrestle with the big guy.
Yeah, well,
Interesting.
You know, probably does not want the big guy on top.
No.
I assume that the O tattoo on his leg is for Ohio State.
It is. Eminari roll.
Way down. There you go. Way down.
Still all my
On your
moves. I don't
feet.
have nothing to
Get
show.
on your toes. Wait forward. Wait forward.
I don't know too much about Eminari rolls. I know about sushi.
Oh man, me too. Sushi roll champion.
Sushi rolls are good.
Not to get off target, but
Target.
off topic, whatever.
You can see who's been drinking.
I still remember the day when Marshall played Ohio State one day and almost beat them.
1 minute down,
But
guys.
the kicker, Ted Nugent, or whatever his name was at the time, his last name was Nugent.
Nugent.
I'm sure it wasn't Ted.
It wasn't Ted Nugent. Not the Motor City Madman.
Yeah, he had to kick like a 54-yard field goal to beat little old Marshall. One of my favorite players.
We called that, didn't we? Called that way before. So we see some consistency in the strategy here. Going for the legs.
I vaguely remember the Ohio State and Marshall game.
Yeah, nobody Ohio State fans don't remember old Marshall, but we do.
Yeah, well, because we're at Ohio University there in Athens County, and so they had the big controversy was Ohio University played Ohio State, and the Bobcat mascot tackled the Buckeye mascot.
Oh, is that Brutus?
Tackled Brutus, and there's. You can probably look that up on Facebook somewhere.
That's pretty awesome. Nothing better than mascot fights in football.
So there's 2 people left for Bluefield, 1 person left for Bobcat. It is a menage a trois of pain.
Pain?
You usually have to pay double for that.
You have to pay double for that.
I see you guys. Good job.
Oh man, I hope this creepy stuff's playing when I roll.
We're gonna put it on Gojira.
Thanks for the triangle, dude.
I should have brought my speaker so we could actually hear it.
We got it turned down.
Oh. Last 2 matches, Devin looks like he hasn't been afraid to wrestle and go for takedowns with a bigger person.
Yeah,
He's like mixing it up.
He's definitely wants the leg entanglement.
Get him focused on working against takedowns, and you start getting too concerned with that, you start attacking the legs.
1 minute down, guys. Good job. 1 minute down.
Oh, I like that.
Started looking for maybe a Russian tie.
Yeah, just messing with those hands in general.
What on earth is this? Is this
So
like
Devin has that nice.
background music?
He has that jiu-jitsu body. Long, lean. He still looks powerful though. Like
Right, not a weak guy.
not a weak guy, but long, lean limbs. Great for choking people. Nice arm drag attempt there.
Devin's very good. He's had a lot of setbacks in his jiu-jitsu career with knee injuries as well.
Knees are it is the jiu-jitsu stopper, right? It seems like everybody.
2 minutes down. 2 minutes down. Good job.
You know? I think everything kind of has its risks. You can play basketball and get hurt.
Right?
Yeah. Well, and that's the other thing is like it's important to remember most of us are recreational guys, right? And it's recreational jiu-jitsu. We all have jobs and careers, and still we have guys that show up and train 4 or 5 times a week. Even though this is a recreation, nobody plays recreation basketball 5 times a week. Maybe, but very few. You know?
Right, they're just not that into it. You just don't find people who are as passionate about their hobbies a lot of the times as you do in jiu-jitsu.
It's unfortunate that those of us in smaller markets like West Virginia and smaller places in Ohio, there's not the market, there's not enough people to make a living off of it. Like, you know, take for example Tom DeBloss in a big section in New Jersey, right?
Right. Yeah, it's definitely, and that's, you know, if you're opening a gym, best wishes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money out, and it's hard to get the money to come in, and you got to remember the area that you're in, like in Southeast Ohio, where I'm at, when my school opened up. We have you know the college there, but outside of college, it's a pretty poor community. And you know, there's no big manufacturing or anything like that there. There's no really, there's no industry outside of Ohio University, and so trying to make money on people who don't have money is kind of tough.
Right.
So,
right.
So usually what happens is it's guys who are passionate for it, you know? Devin chose to jump guard there, looking for a can opener possibly.
The can has been opened.
It has been opened. Heavy hip pressure into the front headlock.
There was a chance for an oil check there. That was passed.
Halfway there, guys. Halfway.
Tried to sit out. There was a beautiful switch try there.
Sit through. Sit through.
We're gonna get a fit there.
We got a guillotine attempt here from the top. Abandoned. Oh, nice back take. Slick back take.
Come on, guys.
There we go.
Nice reversal back to turn up. Some beautiful jiu-jitsu, both guys. The back take was slick, and then the abandoning back.
Yeah, he was about to get out of the back.
3 minutes left, guys. 3 minutes left.
Oh no, we've lost stuff. Here we go. My camera's dead. So,
a charger?
give me a second.
Do my hand.
Back up.
There should be another back one.
Good jiu-jitsu, guys. Good job, guys.
You need an extension cord or anything, Gary?
No, I just gotta change over.
Go to emergency power.
Work, guys. Good job. 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes left.
The thing about this is
Bad guy
that
one.
Bluefield only needs to stall and they win.
That's true.
Bobcat is going to have to get a submission.
Yeah, Weston is in a position where he needs a submission in these next 120 seconds.
You didn't have to work.
Even if you get a draw. Yeah. He has to tap this. Has to.
The drawback is sitting here drinking.
There you go. It's important to know Bobcat has to finish on this one. If it ends in a draw, Bluefield wins the third place. But it has to end in a finish for Bobcat. Minute and a half.
90 seconds.
90 seconds to keep your team alive.
That right there, can you read
Walk back. Get some space. Got a minute, maybe. There you go.
Okay.
1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Weston, you got to do it now. 45 seconds.
At this point, you got to do whatever. Maybe set back for a leg, something. Wrist locks.
30 seconds.
Whatever you got. Whatever's in the coffers.
There you go. Throw it all out there.
Close guard, right?
20 seconds.
Come on, baby, do something. Let's go.
15 seconds. Can Devin stay alive? 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time.
Good work, guys. Good work.
All right, let's have our third place champions up here real quick, guys. Devin said, good job, man. Good job. Let's have the first and second place teams on deck getting ready. Your time is now. Come up here and be interviewed by the champ. Come up to the stand.
Guys, good job, good job. I felt like that was probably the most evenly matched two teams so far today. How did you guys feel? You look good? Yeah? We'll start over here, that first match. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. Jed, so how did you feel during the first match? Were you tired going into the second match? Do you think that had anything to do with anything?
Yeah, I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
So a lot of cardio is not my friend sometimes. But no, it felt pretty good. First
Nice
one.
and loose too. It's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice
The
belt.
second one was just like an Energizer Bunny, man.
Yeah, you better get on it.
Fast and didn't stop.
Good. Got the nice submission with that. Oh, do you have a name for that leg twisting, the South Americana? I'm not exactly sure what it was. It was like an Americana on his leg.
Freaked me out, man.
We apologize for going. It just looked funny to us. So, it was good. Couple Imanari rolls. I was talking about. I don't really do Imanari. I do sushi rolls, but not Imanari. Is that part of your game now? Are you really working on the leg entanglement?
Yeah, definitely is. I was ready to show you my first match.
Yes.
Oh no, Nikki. Nikki's got the big pauldron.
It was good work. Good work. You didn't get to show anything this time.
I asked if you wanted to roll.
You
said yes. You said yes.
No bounty.
No, I already seen their stuff.
Guys, congratulations. Good job.
You said you wanted. That's what Tyler asked you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't know their lineup. I can't change it.
It's okay.
I think that's the big dude.
Use your
The big dude, John.
Hey, what was you doing wrong?
Yeah, I will.
What was you doing wrong?
Range.
I don't care. You had a rear naked choke. You had no hooks in.
Same thing you do every day.
All right, you guys got the line.
These two, right?
Tell them, Mama.
Not a tape.
Tell them, Mama. Hooks in with rear naked choke.
What is the what?
All right, here's for the championship, guys. Everybody ready? The 5-on-5 championship belt.
Oh yeah, there we go.
All right, let's get number one. Nikki. First shot.
That's an excellent question. I'm not sure why it's on that.
Nikki two-stripe, man. She really have to go against, like...
All right, number two.
This is the biggest massive size.
Justin versus Nelson. Lance versus Josh. There he is. SJ versus Dylan. And Joey versus Tyler.
That is a good match. That ought to be fun. I hope. I do hope that we get to see it all the way down.
Let's go, guys.
If only you could see Joey's hair get more messed up.
You're always wearing a hat.
I'm never wearing a hat in jiu-jitsu.
Well, not like that.
Is everybody ready? First match of the championship. Ready, in.
Get in, Nikki.
She collar ties you, Nikki. You know what to do.
I like how she's not letting me get any grips.
Knee line. Re-counter heel hook.
Guys going for a heel hook on Nikki two-stripe.
Don't give me a heart attack.
Are you ready, Nikki?
Yeah. You good?
Alright, let's restart that. We'll let it go. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Alright, and feel it.
Charles is spoken.
This is 30 seconds.
That was part of our strategy, Nick. Let's see if he goes. Move around. Move. Snap.
Biting.
Sit the guard, Nicky. There you go.
Give him the old.
There you go.
Check his oil.
Frames, Nicky, frames. Frames, like we talked about yesterday.
Good guard.
Good guard retention.
That was nice.
Just
needs to keep her.
Get your arm on the other side of the
side.
head, Nick. Get your arm on the other side.
Triangle.
Get your elbow to the mat, Nicky.
That was nice.
Elbow to the mat. Not that elbow, the other elbow.
The other elbow, your left elbow.
Push, push, push.
There we got an arm triangle attempt.
Put your hands together, try to
All right,
get your
Gary.
elbow.
That is correct. Arm triangle. His head is kind of high on the elbow. He needs to get lower behind the shoulder.
Elbow to the mat. Get your left hip to the mat too, like that. Yeah.
She's doing a good job of turning in and creating a little bit of livable space
Push
there.
under his armpit too to help. Yeah.
Relax.
Josh,
and-
flat. Watch your hand.
Yeah.
She's still breathing, you know. So, I
Nicky
mean,
butt.
It's always a good
hard
thing.
left.
so
Go, push, go.
That's a tap.
I believe when you're still breathing, that's a good thing. And when you're not breathing, that's a bad thing. Am I right, Gary?
Breathing, you know, I think it's, you know, people really don't appreciate the importance of oxygen.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The intake of oxygen and the and when you expel CO2.
Yeah.
And when you can't do either, you're in trouble.
Then it is a problem.
Yeah.
So, other than the match just now, we haven't seen this guy roll. We haven't seen Justin roll on that.
Okay. What? Gotta adjust the feet.
Hey, Gary, is this the Rockadoni too?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Both have you jumping outside the gym tonight.
What was that? Was that Venmo?
This will be interesting. I feel like Justin is definitely one of the strongest competitors on the football side. So,
All right, you guys ready?
be interesting to see how many of those people he'll get through.
Justin's technical, athletic.
A big task standing in front of him now, though. This is not a.
That's not a little joke.
Justin's technical, athletic, and hard to submit. He's going to take a lot of punishment.
Nice sweep.
Let's see where he goes from here.
So elbow in the neck there. Looking at the legs, maybe trying to free the. He's looking
Man, I
at
think he's just
Kimura.
getting his hand out of there.
I think he's locking up a Kimura. If he can get it to the floor, now he's got Kimura trapped to the back.
Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, if it gets out, no.
Nice.
Yeah.
Squirreled right to the back.
Good job, guys.
As you see, extremely flexible. Justin's above average athletic.
I mean, very flexible,
Very
really
good.
diverse
Very good.
game. Not going to be super obvious what he's going to go for necessarily. He can definitely just a large diversity. He can attack your legs, he can attack your upper body. He's got good passing, good guard. It's a tough matchup for any of the
His
people who are
reputation
gonna-
is as a leg lock guy here, obviously. But as you can see, that's not all he does.
Right,
He's
yeah.
digging it more room, everything else there.
Coach, what's the last four did this year?
Oh man, what is it? 7489. 7489. Hold up a second, Butch, because we've got a problem here with the stream. I don't know what it is.
Hey man, y'all want a mask? Need a mask? It's only been laying here for like 4 days.
I can pass it
What's going on?
I have no idea. We're gonna need a second because we've lost the stream here. Sorry.
Technical difficulties.
Make him run in place.
Burpees.
They're doing jumping jacks.
Tell them burpees.
Okay, I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go.
Alright, bro, let's go, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, try headlock.
Nelson's a beast. He's going for the
Right to the back.
Nelson good.
Now to leg entanglement, heel hook. Yeah, nice.
Oh, God.
Oh, is he all right?
Oh, shit. You okay, man? Oh, God.
Nelson even tapped quick.
Yeah.
Going against Justin.
If he hadn't tapped that quick, it could have been a lot worse.
Is that my contact?
Ready for the
Hey, there it is.
All right, can you see now, bro?
No, it's right there.
You can't see now?
It's rolled up like a burrito.
Yeah.
Can you put it back in?
He needs eyes. You gotta grapple him.
You got like 30 seconds to get it back in.
Man. Seriously?
So was there a pop there? Or? What was there a pop there? Or? What is
What is that stuff called? Lit?
Lift like the ride.
Lift? It looks like lit.
No, you're right.
It's alright.
Flavored ale.
Check
Man,
it
I could
out.
drink, if this wouldn't put me on the tail, I'd drink this all day, all night. I think this is so awesome.
Well, it's a good thing for a noon on a Saturday.
I would totally advertise
Seen
this
it
if
in
they gave some
comparison
money.
to this.
All right, so we got 10-second call. We've got Lance coming up.
How long ago did you have? July. Or not July. February 3rd.
Right into that Imanari. Nice, nice.
Justin's really, I think, tried to make a statement here.
Yeah. Well, and I will say this: this was his idea. This event was his idea, as far as I know, and it's his baby, so he's.
So he's gonna start coming in for some leg attack. Sweep there.
Pretty good defense there by Lance. You know, Lance, youngest competitor here today, 16 years old.
16, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's just
very good.
It's wild to think about how good people are gonna be, you know, in another
Tried to roll through. Wanted to go into the truck there.
Yeah.
So if you're going against, if it's you, Nate, and you're going against Justin, what are you doing? What is your plan? What do you do if you're like?
So you can prevent a lot of leg attacks by putting your legs on the inside position between their legs. So I'm very conscious of where my feet are in relation to where his legs are. And I probably feel better, me personally, passing and getting into like a mount or back control and then trying to, you know, submit him with something kind of basic like a rear naked
Knee
choke
bar
or
attack
something.
here. Oh, he's got his legs cleared again. Nice job by Lance.
Yeah, Lance is doing a really good job of defending the leg attacks right now. But yeah, if you look at where Justin's legs are, they're always in a position to where he can shoot them through
Right.
and get into the inside space. So it's going to be hard to do those kind of moves while somebody's on the ground. If Justin were standing up, I think that would have been
Good job. Good job. Good job.
You know how to get out. But yeah, so it's got Justin starting to work.
Get out. There you go. Up, up, up!
Oh, right into it though.
Okay, keep going, keep going. Clear your knee line, clear your knee line.
Justin's got him pulled back in, and I think he's got it.
Neither.
It's not. He's hiding his heel.
Keep going. Keep
Turning
going.
the heel into the body.
going.
We
Right.
can kind of see that
Keeping
good.
that hip.
He's
So
trying
Justin can
to
keep
roll
rolling
through and,
him.
and exposing it.
Keeping the knee line. So this is another really important factor. His knee is not in the knee line, so.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Wow.
This has definitely been the longest match Justin has had so far.
3 minutes
We're 3
done,
minutes
guys. That
in,
works.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, good. Considering it's his second match,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, this is
third,
his third.
third match.
Oh,
This is his third
third.
match. He
Oh,
has,
yeah.
he has 2-leg entanglement wins. So.
Yep.
Or no, the first one was a real
trying to be a smart ass
So
and
no,
backfire.
no, they're both heel hooks.
I thought maybe it was. I was thinking it was the
he
first
caught
one.
that guy in the heel. Oh, I don't know.
I think the first one was he attacked the back and got a tap
think
because
he-
he had the Kimura trap
He did.
and took the back. And maybe it was an
But then I
arm
think he
bar.
got in his side body and then got the heel hook because the dude just has to. Oh no, it was the Kimura trap, right?
Yeah, Kimura trap to the back.
Kimura trap is what
So
he
maybe
actually
it might have been the
He got him in
Kimura.
the Kimura.
Okay.
So the first one was the Kimura.
Halfway
The
there,
second
guys.
one
4
was the heel
minutes.
hook.
Good. Good job, guys.
And
Watch it. Turn. Kick it. Kick it.
Press. There you go. You got it. You good.
Up.
There we go.
I'm pretty sure that we're looking at the best match we've watched so far today.
definitely a good
This
one.
is fun.
Good one, for sure.
Leaping out of the
You're starting
entanglement.
to
That
see
was,
what happens when you have competitors on the lighter end of the spectrum, the smaller end. The kind of move sets that you'll start to get into. Now we got an arm triangle set up here.
he's trying to keep lockdown on the leg.
He's got to pass the legs to get
Nice.
the arm triangle, correct?
Yeah, he's passing to the opposite side, so he's gonna have to. If he wants the arm triangle,
transition.
he needs to come back over to his right. Justin
over.
does.
Correct.
Maybe either jump over, knee cut like he is, knee cut that across the belly, windshield wiper cross. And now he's gonna set.
Turn your elbow to the mat. Come on. Go with him.
He gave us the thumbs up.
Says he's still doing good. Okay.
Come on.
I believe him.
Young Lance is a warrior, friends.
Turning
I think
in
Justin's
is gonna help.
Finish this. He's just gonna have to drop his shoulder.
You're good. Get that knee in there.
He's using that answer the phone defense.
Keep coming. I know you're good. Keep coming.
It's a lot of time left. 2:30 left on the clock.
2:30. Come on. 2:30. You're all right. Just relax.
Even if he can stall out of this, it'd be a
That's
good way to get
yeah.
Justin out of the game. So,
2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes.
You're good. Come on. Push that elbow. Armpit. Push armpit.
just for.
You're all right. Just relax.
See, I feel like Justin is dropping his hip and not dropping his shoulder. There he goes.
Relax your breathing. Control your breathing. You're all right.
2 minutes, Justin.
In the workplaces. Come on.
No. When I do have a guy
Less
that
than
wants
2
to,
minutes,
and he
guys.
just
Less
did it.
than
When I
2.
have a guy who wants to turn those hips back into me, I go to Eddie Bravo calls it the impaler, where
Okay.
if I have the head and arm
Already
triangle,
like it.
I go knee on belly with head and arm triangle.
It's like I would
And
say
stick that right. If you stick your knee right in the
Ezekiel
diaphragm,
choke setup maybe now.
could be going to the Ezekiel.
Look, move him around.
I think his arm is still underneath him. I think he's in the arm triangle position. But yeah, he needs to get lower.
You're all right.
So
120. You're okay. Just relax.
Both teams are so deep that if this goes to a draw, I mean, it's anybody's
it's still
match.
anybody's match for sure.
1 minute, let's try something else, Justin.
All right, last minute, guys. Last minute. Let's do it.
I think I'm going to have to agree with
50
Justin.
seconds, Lance.
He's got to have to go for something different.
Are
Or
there
maybe
any
he's just
attacks
going
at arm that's across his back there?
Come on.
That's what I would be attacking from there, is that arm.
45 seconds.
Yeah, he's exposing his arm on this side, the right arm.
That's what I was saying. He
I
put
would
it back down after I said so.
Yeah.
Yes, get it.
But that's what I was looking at. What's the
35 seconds. Watch your toes.
30
Hold on.
30 seconds.
And I think that's what we're going to get out of Lance here. I think Lance is just going to try and ride this out. He's got a strong stable behind him.
Hold him right there, Lance.
If he can keep this here, there are a couple guys left. It's going to be problems. So.
Yep.
10 seconds.
10
seconds.
Keep it. You got it, buddy. You got it. Lose it. You got it. Come on.
And
I definitely think we all feel that even though that was a draw, I feel like it was a win for Lance. I mean, it's hard to think of it as, yeah. Beautiful match. We got, should be 2 and 2, right? No, 2 and 3. 2 against 3. So.
Now we got 2 different body types here.
2 different body types again.
But probably about
What's the pros and cons here, Gary?
Usually, bigger guy is going to be a little bit slower, but obviously there's the strength component. Cardio always comes into play.
Yes. I really like. I think this will be an interesting match for sure.
Josh is pretty quick for a bigger guy, though. In my experience, what do you think?
Definitely. I mean, doesn't move slow. And I think the other guy's got probably wanting to get a win after.
Like earlier, I said Josh is like the dancing bear. Bigger guy who's quick.
SJ is on bottom for Apex.
And I really do think that Josh has just really good balance. But if you pay attention to what all of the people are doing to get out of guard, they're standing up. They're standing up out of that closed guard, and then they're working to pass from there.
And obviously, that belly gets over your face. It's hard to breathe.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and we talked about it. His side control is not usually. It's a strong side control. He moves to north-south well. He keeps his weight on his opponent. His weight's not on the floor.
Hey, get his arm. Take his arm. Take his arm. Close arm. There it is.
Audience.
Come on. Go with it.
And obviously, I brought up earlier the advantages of being on top in the north-south position. Who likes dicks in your face?
Nobody.
Right? Nobody.
Oh, gets the tap. Wow.
All right.
I thought streaming land. I should have said genitals.
This is going to be an interesting match here for sure. Wow.
So, Apex is now down to Joey. He's the
with the beautiful hair and
with
beard.
the beautiful hair, the amazing beard.
Dapper Dan.
He wears a rash guard a lot better than I do too. So
there's a lot of jealousy going on over here.
So either here comes the comeback, right?
don't call it a comeback.
He won 4 matches straight earlier, so.
That's right.
Yeah, they started it all last time.
That's right.
All right. We're getting ready to start this match. I guess Joey's going to sit down.
You think Joey? I think so. I mean,
I don't know.
That has been the trend.
History. That has been the trend. Am I right?
It is the trend.
We might look at Josh's top game though and change the strategy. I mean, Josh is not a person that you want to deal like. That's not a strong place to work from.
Yeah.
You're really playing into his game and his strengths.
Speaking from experience, though, I agree that I don't want. If I'm going against Josh, I don't want him in side control. I don't want him.
You don't want that belly in your face.
No, I do not need that kind of pressure on top of me.
And you know, it really does come down to who can work their game better, right? And if you're a guard player, you want to play guard, but also you have to make those adjustments. And if it's his strong suit is passing and wrestling, then you have to make those adjustments.
Right.
Obviously, those sweeps are going to be harder to get on somebody like Josh.
Yes. He's got excellent base. He's never really puts himself
You're probably
out.
going to catch him in like a super easy submission. You're going to have to work for it.
Right.
and then from the bottom, he's probably going to use your submission against you to work.
Now he used that. Joe used that arm crush the last time a couple times.
He did.
And he was able to use it to sweep. I love to use it. You know, really seen it a lot with Marcelo way back in the day, in the early 2000s, and then Gordon Ryan. That's that Danaher Death Squad, the arm crush.
Obviously, you can tell when Josh is rolling, the hematoma underneath his left eye flares up.
Who, Josh?
Yes, the hematoma under his left eye.
I didn't know he just had like a permanent hematoma.
It always flares. You never notice it always flares up when he rolls.
So get over here.
Am I right? Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, he knows. Nurse over there, he knows what I'm talking about.
Okay, let's see where this goes. Okay.
Nice, sweet, come up, pop.
Good sweep. Good sweep.
All the action happening right in front of us.
Hey, back up.
Alright, got some guillotines going. Oh, okay. And then another takedown from Joe. Wow. Or not another.
2 minutes down, guys. 6 to go.
Yeah, this one's going to be a tough one. And that's another thing, too. Like, Josh just needs to...
Yeah, he just needs to make it 5 minutes, 44 seconds. It is a must submit scenario for Joe.
5:30, Josh. Be smart. Good pass, Josh.
Yeah.
Strong passing.
Uh-oh, he got the
Used
arm.
the Kimura there. Didn't go to a Kimura grip. He just kind of had an empty hook.
Now, Josh reverses the situation and sits down himself.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
Now he's playing Jody's
You want to
game.
sit down? I'll sit down.
Be lazy, Josh. 5 minutes. Charles Wayne, Josh. 5 minutes.
And you can hear his team now saying too, a draw is a win.
All right,
I said stall. Freudian slip, I think. Maybe.
Yes, pick these 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, okay.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh boy.
I'll let you do it.
4:30, Josh.
Halfway there, guys. 4 minutes down.
Big at base.
Crazy leg, South American.
Yeah.
That's what we're calling that.
I don't even know. It's just like...
Shoulder crunch.
The South American.
No wins it, Josh. It's on him.
And then
Be smart for your stuff.
at least in my opinion.
By Joey from Apex.
So Joey from Apex. Now listen, we're sitting here deciding some of the stuff like fight of the night, submission of the night, who was the inspiration, and MVP. And I would like to see some people weigh in online on what you thought was the fight of the night. But
that was slick.
That was
nice.
beautiful. MVP right now. I mean,
Let's
Joey.
face it, arm bars from guard like that are hard to get it against experienced players.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That was a nice one.
But I mean, Joey. I mean, if he can win out here, it'd be hard not to say that he's not the MVP. Yeah.
MVP a hair, MVP a beard.
So everybody who's watching, we still have about 30 people watching online. Please give us your vote for what you thought was fight of the night, submission of the night, who is the inspiration, and who is the MVP of the night. If you guys could give us that. And I think fight of the night is gonna be Lance and well, it could be Lance and Joey. Lance and Justin.
Oh, and he sits down against the little guy.
Here we go, guys.
You would think Joey would at least try to take down a much smaller man.
Well, and it really comes down to you usually roll the way you train, right? And it's hard to not. So,
but as we're talking about, the MVP.
Yeah.
He's just sticking with what's been working for him tonight.
That is true. That is true. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Right? If not broke, don't fix it.
I'm one of those guys, though, who I like to think we train to prevent an ass kicking in some unlikely scenario where somebody may jump on us when we're walking down the street or something. And you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to just sit down when somebody is attacking me.
That is true.
And that's the sports jiu-jitsu side against the self-defense jiu-jitsu.
Absolutely.
Side, right?
And it is old school, new school, you know. And the thing is, like, there's definitely great things about both. Once again, if we're talking about just the street fist fight, you know, we're also not talking about the fact that we could pull knives and bricks.
True.
So,
true. Like I was reading your stuff on Facebook the other day about there's so many unknown scenarios, unknown variables, what anybody could do in a street fight. I mean, it's like I used to work in bars in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Right, triangles. I'm paid to put the triangle set up here. Into the omoplata, rolling through, gets the pass. Worked in a bar. Sorry, Danny.
Oh, that's all right. But the so many unknown variables and scenarios that you would face in a real fight on the street. I seen a guy get in a fight in a bar I worked in Florida, Daytona Beach, Florida, get his nose bit off.
Yeah, and how do you train for that?
Yeah, right. You don't.
and that's kind of what we said, you know, like people. Yeah, you don't train with biting, no. But that was kind of what I was saying online was nice mount here. He's got 3/4 mount. Most people don't know what a fight really is. You know, you can train for it, but even guys who train, even guys who've been in fights, they've not seen all the scenarios that are available.
Because they're unlimited.
Because it's unlimited. You don't know if you might think you're fighting one guy and it's 6.
You get an eye gouge. You get his buddies coming in from behind you. It's hard to
looking
tell.
for possible Americana set up.
Tough dude to submit.
Yeah, and then, you know, he's giving Ezekiel. I got the tap. This is it, guys. This is what we want. This is it. 5 versus 5.
There you go.
Winner gets the strap. Now, it is important to know that there is, if it goes to a draw, then we have one guy from each team come out, and they get to choose.
We're up 3-2, right?
If you win,
you're the last guy for your team, right?
Yeah.
And he's the last guy of their team.
No
So
pressure,
whoever
bro.
wins,
If you win, we win.
Whoever
if
wins.
we lose, we lose.
if it goes to a draw, then each team brings out one guy and it's points, and it's first points win. So.
Strap.
This is it.
Now it should be laid on the floor, right?
Yeah.
The last match.
I wish you were tired.
Winner gets the strap.
Winner gets a strap has to say, woo!
The girls like the term strap.
They have 3?
Well,
the first one. You're right. This is the first one.
If it goes to a draw, then we start new rules.
I think Tyler's winning.
This is important, guys. Good job.
Couldn't
have ended any better.
We go down to the cage.
Go down to the cage. You're not making it sound better. Cages and straps, submissive.
Here we go. Everybody ready?
Oh man, this is
All right, this is exciting. Here we go.
Last match, guys.
these are like the white and blue belt phenoms.
Yes.
Now, Gary, we got 2 guys of similar size.
Tyler messing
right?
the best hair in
We
the
got
game
one
up.
guy who obviously loves to play guard.
And
we got Tyler,
who
is a top guy.
I've seen
So for third place, you can bring out the other thing.
Okay. The real strap.
No, don't. I'm messing with you.
The inflatables.
Oh, wait, can
No.
No,
Please,
you gotta ask
please,
Butch.
Butch,
No,
you
can.
Can I get
Yes.
the real strap?
Third place. And you can't get caught on camera.
Yeah, we can't
Wait,
have that
wait
on
until the stream's done.
That's why I was like, no, I was like, wait.
Wait until the stream's done.
God, we'll have the police up in here.
Well, we got, all right, Gary, Nate, we got two guys here. One obviously loves to attack from guard. One loves to attack from top. Am I correct here?
Yeah, Tyler is going to be super tough to sweep. So, but that dude's got a really tough guard to pass.
He's
So we've got to really
definitely doing a good job of keeping away. He doesn't want to get into any entanglements.
definitely doesn't want to
Two
get pulled
opposite
into like
styles
that.
here, clashing for supremacy.
Everything
Of the
on
Butch
line.
Hiles
Affiliate, the Butch Hiles affiliate 5-on-5
death fight.
death match.
Yes.
2 minutes down, guys. 60 down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There you go. There you go. Get it. There you go.
Okay, now we have the first engagement.
This is what I've been
Back out.
curious to see, and that's what I was a little worried about this. Like, it was going to be so hard for either person to engage the other person's game because you just
And they do. They kind of nullify, right?
Right.
One doesn't want to enter into the guard. The other one doesn't want to wrestle.
Yeah.
And it's gonna, it's gonna make for sometimes a slow match.
Three minutes down, guys. 3 minutes down.
Guys, I just hope the tiebreaker is not better here.
But if it is, there's only one winner. Joey, even after 3 matches, although Lance has got a good looking head of hair too, so he's in the argument.
No, his hair is insolent.
There you go. Get guard. Get guard, guys. Get it down. There we go. Oh.
Yeah, coming up on top of
Trying to out wrestle. It's gonna be tough.
yeah, you're gonna have to be slick. You're gonna have to use a lot of misdirection. Don't shoot anything just straight forward.
Obviously, we got a top and we got a bottom. Who wins?
Everyone wins. So now we have a passing game starting to happen here.
4 minutes. All right, halfway there, guys. 4 minutes left. Here we go, guys. Come on,
Got
guys.
some
4 minutes,
engagement
guys.
here. Correct.
Yeah, it looked like Tyler was going to start passing there.
Good guards are frustrating to pass.
Yeah, no, I mean that's the thing. You got to be careful. Don't want to get caught in anything silly, slipping, trying to.
Because if you get frustrated, that's when mistakes happen and you get caught.
At the same time, he doesn't want to get up and wrestle when he's already tired from doing 2 other matches too. So, and 4 matches earlier.
Now here's the question, because if it is a draw, it becomes just points, right? And I'm not sure if we're starting standing, like, then do you put your best wrestler out there? Like, you get to choose. I believe, Justin, correct me if I'm wrong, if it's a draw, you get to choose who goes out, right? So both teams will go back and decide who their best point guy is to win. And so,
I assume firearms are not allowed.
not tonight.
No.
Okay.
Under 3 minutes, guys.
I'm pretty sure we made wet willies illegal as well. So
Well, I don't think those are dangerous at all and should be legal. Yeah.
2 minutes 30 seconds.
minutes left, guys. 2 minutes. Let's go. 2 minutes.
This is like the epitome of top guy versus bottom guy.
It's
Without
just two
me
games.
being as crude,
Yeah, but it is
the
two
last
guys styles who nullify each other, and obviously with good reason they're afraid to enter into the other's game. You know.
Down to the wire, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, I would say at this point.
I think at this point it's probably time to start maybe taking some chances.
Yeah.
If I'm Joe, I'd probably come up. I'd let him wrestle me and maybe fall into guard somehow.
And you're not going to lose points, right?
Right, there's no points right now. And so now we've got guard. I think this is where Joey has a chance to attack.
Yeah, this is definitely going to play more into Joey's game.
Get down to the wire. 90 seconds, guys. 90 seconds.
Got a minute and a half. So we'll see.
And that's not a lot of time to start a submission game. Submission setups from here against a guy this strong and this good base.
And then trying to pass. And, yeah.
60 seconds, guys.
We have 60 seconds left.
Let's go. Everything you got. Everything you got.
I'm up.
Watch your wrist.
50.
Working to the feet.
40 seconds.
Here we go, guys. 30 seconds.
You got 30 seconds, Tyler. Rest. Stay safe and ready.
20 seconds. Let's go, Joey.
20 seconds, guys.
Throwing up good. That was nice though. That was good. It was a good attempt.
An arm bar attempt?
Arm bar attempt, yeah.
10 seconds.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Wow.
Tyler would have been more aggressive.
Yeah. So
We've reached the absolute best that we could reach at the end, right?
yeah. So
those two teams get to pick their best person. So strategy starts. Give you 5 minutes to pick it out.
Looks like Tyler might have just ran out of time at the end. He might have had something there.
Right? I think he did.
Yeah.
First points win. First points win. It's sudden death.
I think he should have been more aggressive.
Right.
Because the guy's already tired from doing so many matches before, right? So, yeah, from a strategy standpoint. But I think Tyler had to use a lot of energy in order to do that. So.
Maybe Joey. Couldn't end it a better way, huh?
No, that was
I don't think so. That's what you want it to come down to, is sudden death.
Yes. All right. Here's what we want to do. What I want to do. Instead of me picking, let's put a representative for.
We don't break bricks, but we can snap your arm like a brittle dry stick. Destroy egos, wrap you up like anacondas. When you walk out on the mat, you know we're gonna keep you honest. White, blue, purple, brown, black. No matter what the color, you better guard your back. Sinking in the hooks, adjusting on the grips. Prepare yourself to tap, man, this is how it is. Breathe slowly, stay tight in your position. Constantly shift and flow freely, cold precision. We got eyes of champions, hearts of tigers. Techniques that sting, hard bites of vipers. Sly like snipers, minds like scientists. Jiu-jitsu style, gentle violence. Hot sweat, blood flow like flowing tears. Broken bones, been with time to destroy all fear. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Jitsu. Muscle memory, we react without thinking. Drill hard perfection through a barrage of repetition.
So Gary, what exactly is going on now?
It just pick Weston.
All right, as long as 3 of the 4 agree on the points, that's fair enough, right?
Anybody care to explain exactly what the points?
So once again,
points
points are going to be takedowns, sweeps, so passes.
Oh, so points are a thing now.
Points are a thing now. We couldn't get it done. We couldn't get it done in the time. So
All right, guys.
not a big surprise. We get to watch Tyler again. So.
First points win. No time limit.
House. Yeah. Once again, we want to thank everybody that donated. Well over $1,000 now. House Huddle for being a sponsor. And that's the way to avoid the takedown points. That's the way. So now we're looking at if Tyler can get a pass. If Tyler gets a pass, then it's over. All right. It is important to know that to score points, you have to get past and solidify for 3 seconds. So no points. Nice. 1, 2, 3. That's points. That is a good question. That is a good question.
Can we have people in the comments give us their thoughts?
Yeah, people in the comments, please give us your thoughts. We've got. I'm not sure. We still got 30 people watching here. We have some Lance votes for MVP. We have some votes for Joe. I still want to say Joey. He did the most work today. So
I agree. I'm biased, so.
You guys did win the strap. So.
We got the winners here. The winners today, Gary, right?
More of this to Vino's tonight. Be there around 10.
The after party.
Tyler May, single man, Vino's tonight.
Good job, son.
All right, I'm coming.
I want you to, after this, interview Apex as well.
Yes.
The real MVP is making 2 strikes.
Everybody take about 5 steps back so I know we're inside the camera. First of all, congratulations to congratulations to Butch's home academy here in Charleston for winning the 5-on-5. I appreciate Justin for setting this up. He did an awesome job getting everybody together, setting up our stuff with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So thank you for that, brother. Congratulations on a good team win. Before we talk about the championship, I want everybody to pay attention because we want to talk about some stuff that went on. We had some discussion online, asking people what they thought, and we've got some categories that we want to go over. And inspiration, most inspirational fighter tonight. Obviously, Nikki Two Stripes. Representing for the ladies, and that's awesome. So thank you, and it's awesome to see you. If you're friends with her, you get to see what kind of a beast she is, waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning and doing push-ups and set-ups and all kinds of crazy exercise. So she makes me feel lazy. So, but thank you. So congratulations. Submission of the night. Went to, we're going to call it the Legicana instead of the Americana. So, congrats, man. It was a beautiful submission. I don't know that anybody had ever seen one before, so thank you. We get exposed to new stuff. Fight of the night was Lance and Justin. And I don't think, so Lance, come out here, sir. And I would say, if all three, you, Joey and Lance, Justin, Joey, and Lance, we're all in the talk about most valuable player tonight, most valuable practitioner. And watching you guys match, your escapes amazing. Every time the leg entanglements happened, you were knees out of the line, and it was beautiful jiu-jitsu, and it made it fun for everybody to watch. So thank you guys, good work. And then MVP, so most valuable practitioner. We're going to go to Joey. He had a ton of matches today. Came up a little bit short, but absolutely awesome competitor, man. You got to be tired. We're going to have to go back and watch. We're going to have to go back and watch the
and the hair and the beard. Holy shit!
Yeah. So it was good watching. So thank you and good job. Most valuable player tonight, man.
Thank y'all.
Guys, the winners. Butch Hiles team. I'm not sure if we're all in there, but
Y'all get on your knees.
There we go.
Tyler, middle. There we go. Then a
You guys
pose.
can perfectly
You want somebody to take a picture of y'all?
Yeah.
Get the
Everybody
belt up
get
a
your
little
cameras
higher.
out.
Hold the
Or here,
belt up a
I'll
little
tell
bit
you-
higher.
Okay.
There we go.
Boom.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh, y'all are beautiful.
Awesome. Woo! So we'll talk about. I'll talk to you, Tyler. The last match there. Before you went into the overtime with Joey, what were you thinking? It seemed like you didn't want to go into the guard, or were you worried about it?
My plan was to wear him out in the gauge a little bit more, but he was seated, so can't really wear him out on their feet. And then go for it the last minute and a half, you know. But he had really good base and stuff, and I couldn't quite get past his guard, so.
It was a good match. It was fun to watch. Justin, what'd you think about Lance?
Oh man, that was awesome. I was like, my grip sort of get tired because he kept escaping.
Yeah.
And then when we were in the overtime, Tyler's like, "Are you going in?" I was like, "Dude, I still can't move my hand."
Yeah.
You gotta go in.
Like I said, there's a reason it won Fight of the Night. It was a beautiful
awesome.
match. Beautiful match. Guys, congratulations. We're going to talk to the second place team, Apex. Please come up here. Good job, guys. Congratulations. So we'll stand back this way. I think. Are we on? Or I'm making sure we're in the camera.
You're still in there.
I was the camera
in there
guy
like somewhere.
and the stream guy. Guys, great showing. Again, excellent job by you, Joey. You definitely deserved it. What was the hardest part of the night? You had the most time on the mat, I think. What was the hardest part of the night?
Oh man, that was a lot. A lot of different. All the difference. Like some going for legs, some wrestling, some. It's very different.
It was good to watch. Lance, tell us your side of that match.
I was just trying to get my knees out of the center line so I don't get heel hooked.
Yep.
Stay with the legs.
Spoken like a true jiu-jitsu guy.
Absolutely. I just didn't want to get tapped. So I think it was pretty much universal. Everybody thought that was definitely the match of the day. Do you do a lot of leg entanglement escapes and trying to get you? Is that something you guys drill a lot?
Yeah, we did that yesterday.
It was beautiful. Anytime you're going to see Justice, probably a good idea. So it was good work, and you guys nothing but proud of yourself because it was an awesome match. Obviously, it came down to sudden death overtime. So good job, guys. Congratulations. Real quick, we want to say thank you again to everybody that donated. If there's still a chance to donate, if you want to donate to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, that is, you can either Venmo at Bobcat MMA or you can PayPal at Starbrick BJJ Gmail and make a donation that way. Thanks to Hudnall House Hudnall for sponsoring, and thank you guys for watching. Butch, anything?
Yep. So what I would like to finish with, guys, first of all, that was amazing, right? So every team was awesome. It couldn't end in a better way, meaning that it was down to the wire. It was fun to watch. Justin did a great job putting this together, so let's give a hand to Justin. So I know everybody's tired, but if you wanted to, now is the time to kind of play around, right? So if you want to hang out with everybody, do that, and then we'll go out to eat and have some fun, man. It's perfect. It's only like noon, but if you guys want to get drunk, let's do it. All right, awesome.
It's 3 o'clock, man. It's not noon. It's 3 o'clock.
It's fine now.
If it's afternoon, it's fine.
All right.
The stream is over.
Congratulations.
Give it to the third place team. Come on, man.
And
bring the belt out too.